An honest mistake by The Bravery on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington, our producer.
Right.
In inverted commas, heat put.
Yeah.
They know. How are you doing, all right, Karl?
Yeah, didn't they also write something about me, bald round head?
Yes, perfectly round little bald man head, they said, so...
Because you need to know that when you listen to the radio and that. Really matters what my hair's doing.
Your hair, have you given it a little polish? Because you look like a cue ball at the moment, and you've had a shave in it. I've never seen such a round head. It actually looks like a plate with ears.
Yeah, well, for those that have never seen Karl, I actually, if you remember, I think he looks a little bit like Mr. Spoon from Button Moon.
He does.
If you've never seen that show, that's
also he looks like, you know when they say they find with a little 4-foot human and it's actually 500,000 years old and they give it a name and it's the first, Australopithecus into. Right? He looks like one of them as well. Perfectly round little. He is the missing link. He looks half human, half monkey.
Because he's got a slight slouch as well. So it's like those pictures where you see it going from an ape to a man. He's one of those in the middle.
Yeah, and of course his monkey hands, his hairy little wrist to those skinny little things that you can get oranges out of holes with, and it's unbelievable. Why are you so all shaved and polished and everything?
Got a wedding.
What?
Got to go to a wedding today, so thought I'd clean myself up a bit.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be wearing a suit or something?
No, I'll go home and put something on.
Oh, okay.
But Suzanne said, make an effort. I sort of had a shave and that, and then I came out of the bathroom. She said, "Oh, your head looks a bit sort of eggish."
She's right.
She always worries about when I have a shave, because I just,
That's your girlfriend, Karl.
I know.
Saying that. Just think. So don't worry about Heat saying it. The funny thing is, it's Boyd Hilton, I think, of Heat that wrote it.
And he's got a little bald head.
Yeah, no, don't slag him off.
Yeah, but on the end of his review, does it say, written by Baldy Boyd? No, because it doesn't matter, it's a magazine. Don't worry about it.
Looking forward to the wedding?
A bit boring, innit? But you gotta do it.
They're probably listening. Should we do a shot?
No, it'll be a great day for them, but I know what will happen. Suzanne will see, all the fuss and that, and then she'll get ideas, and I'll have to let her down and all that.
Why is it you don't want to get married again? I always forget.
It's just... Who's it for at the end of the day? I've been with Suzanne for 11 years, right?
Sure.
We're happy. Well, I am.
That's what counts.
You're never happy.
I am. I'm all right.
Yeah, no, I know you're happy with Suzanne and everything, but apart from that, you're never happy. You are the most grumpy, moany thing in the world. I mean, I get annoyed, but I'm always happy. I was annoyed here. I was happy coming here, but there was a bloke behind me walking and scuffing his feet. He had a pair of those stupid skulls on, and he was clicking and scuffing. Wear some shoes. You don't have to click. Pick your feet up. Flip-flops annoy me. But I'm happy. I'm just annoyed. You are just like, oh, the world's on me. It's rubbish, this. I know the world's great. It's just sometimes people annoy me by being there. But Steve said I should be locked in one of those towers that princesses used to be locked in fairy tales, because everything annoys me. But you're grumpy.
I'm not. I'm all right.
Oh, right. Okay. Listen, we better play a record soon. But coming up, Steve, I went away with Karl. Okay. It was a little present from Jane. It was a golfing day. I could take someone, took Karl. It was a brilliant day, absolutely brilliant. But it ended with us sort of drinking and chatting and me saying, right, I'm going to bed. Because Karl said the most ridiculous thing he has ever said. Think of that.
That's something.
Oh. Sometimes, Karl, I think you're on another planet. Here's The Only Ones. Another Girl, Another Planet by The Only Ones. What a song.
Amazing.
One of my favourite intros ever. Dr. Fox disagreed with me. His favourite ever was, I think, Money for Nothing, if I remember correctly.
Interesting.
Yeah,
another great tune.
Yeah, another great tune. I'm not knocking him.
If you'd like to let us know what your favourite intro of all time...
That number again is right. Well, we got so much to get through with this show.
Let me just get this. I don't quite understand. You were given a gift... And the gift was a golfing day of golf.
And for my Christmas present, part of my Christmas present from Jane, a night away, 2 rooms, 2 rounds of golf, dinner for 2, right?
But not with her, I notice.
Well, she doesn't play. No, she knew. No, it was a present. They were playing golf. It was a golfing day. She doesn't play golf, so I had to choose someone to take away. It's all right. It wasn't a romantic meal.
No, but that was my immediate thought.
Yeah. Me and Karl just getting in there in the jacuzzi together.
It just sounds like an excuse for Jane to have a day off from you. But you don't play golf, Jay. I know. Go.
Go. Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
A bowling ball with my name on it. So, chose Karl, obviously. We went. It was a great day, wasn't it? Brilliant round of golf. Absolutely brilliant. Such a beautiful place in Stoke Poges. It's like a really posh place.
And are you a good golf player?
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Well, he bought the shoes especially for it.
Oh, I'd love to have seen him in those little shoes.
I know, and they were no good because they were metal spikes. We had to change them. He was annoyed straight away. He spent over £22 on these golf shoes. We hired a buggy that was brilliant fun. I was bombing along, wasn't I? I don't drive, but it was great on that buggy. Well, you've been on a buggy with me and you were a bit scared.
Yeah.
What I nearly killed us once. I was just taking banks and things, but you don't see sort of bunkers, and he'd scream and go, "Stop!" And he'd put his foot down the brake, and then I reversed.
At one point, he sort of did a handbrake turn next to the lake, and then we had to reverse, right? And you just flick a switch and put your foot down. He did that without looking. I look behind, there's a big oak tree there.
He screams, "Watch the tree!" Right? He's so
Dukes of Hazzard.
And I kept jumping in and leaving him behind because I had to go to my ball. Anyway, so the first shot, I got on my driver. I honestly did one of the best shots I've ever done. It went straight down. It was great. I thought, phew, got away with that because it's always the first one because it's a clubhouse and you want to look good.
Yeah.
So. He tees up, and I've been saying, buy some balls. He just got 6 balls. I was going, what if you lose me? I won't lose 6 balls, right? He tees up, right? Whacks it. It goes miles, like right angles, straight into these the woods, right? He turns around, he goes, go and buy some more balls. So I'm laughing because it's like impolite to laugh, but he broke the ice for me, and I was falling around. And then his second shot, I go, you're off a 3 now. If you take another shot, he went, oh, right. So it's his third shot. He puts the ball down. He hits the ground before it and misses the ball altogether. And I was on my back, wasn't I? Unbelievable.
Actually rolling about on his back.
I was rolling about, and we were terrible. I went round 107. He went round in like 119 or something. Sure. It was just rubbish.
How long did it take?
5 hours.
Of course.
And there was no one around, luckily. But it was fantastic. So then we go and have our meal. What annoys me, I said, right, I'll go for a run. He went, I'll have a bath. I said, I'll see you at 7:45. At 7:55, I have to call him. He's not ready, so he's let me down there. I can't stand lateness or laziness.
You hate lateness.
Yeah, and he's let me down. Do you know his excuse? He fell asleep in the bath because there was no light bulb.
There's no light bulb in the bathroom.
So instantly he fell asleep, and he was late.
No, do you know what I mean, though, Steve? If you're sort of, like, nice and warm and what have you... I was tired anyway. I've been stressed out for 4.5 hours, right? My life flashed in front of me a few times in that buggy. So it's all sort of wears you down a bit. I thought, right, I've got a headache. You're going for your run. I'm going to have a bath. I walk in, put the light on. For some reason, it didn't come on, but I thought, it's all right. I'll just... doesn't matter. You can have a bath in the
It's summer, so it's light anyway.
Well, there's no windows in the bathroom, so...
So you were in the darkness?
So I'm in the darkness. I nod off because I'm shattered. He calls up, hassling me. So I said, well, it doesn't normally take that long for me because... I haven't got, like, long hair. I've got a dryer and I can sort of one wipe.
Yeah.
He's already 10 minutes late, though, when I called.
Well, 10 minutes.
10
minutes.
Lateness is lateness. Next.
Doesn't matter. Dinner wasn't until 7:15, so we had, like, another 20 minutes anyway. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but we said 7:45.
So he's calling up, hurry up. So I said, yeah, all right. So I get out and dry and like my tackle and what have you. Calls back again 30 seconds later. No, I don't. I don't like that.
Not going to do that, no.
Give it a wipe. 30 seconds later, come on. So I end up going downstairs to the meal area,
naked,
with a wet shirt on and wet socks. I've got headache as it is. Meant to be a relaxing weekend.
But anyway, so we have our meal, which is really nice. And then we're sitting in the bar. I'm having a cigar by the fire.
Yeah.
Like, we're having a rather nice Pinot Grigio. Yeah. He's there going, I've got a headache.
Is this 1955 that you live in?
I know, yeah. It's so right. And we are knackered because he's not used to work. I've seen him moaning, falling asleep. He's not used to it at all.
And you've been on your feet for over half an hour.
Yeah, right. So we didn't even walk around the golf course. We had a buggy. Yeah. It wasn't even exercise. So we get onto conversations. Talking about, he's asking me stuff about evolution. Tell me that. Why did the giraffe? What's that rubbish about the giraffe getting a long neck? I said, well, it didn't try and get a long neck. It was selected because anyway. I went into evolution for him, and he said, but Why would evolution do that? I went, well, you think that evolution didn't do anything. There's not this consciousness, there's not this will that a giraffe has to stretch its neck to reach the leaves. One had a long enough neck to survive and pass it. He was going, yeah, but why did evolution... this isn't. But by the way, this isn't the most stupid thing. This is warming up. This is about 8:45.
Sure.
Right? He said, why didn't evolution make a giraffe good at carpentry so it could build a ladder?
Right. Yeah. Okay. No. All right.
Okay. So he's thinking around it. He's trying to pick holes in evolution.
Yeah.
We get on to, I said, well, things are, I said, we can see the speed of evolution in lower life forms like bacteria, viruses, they evolved. That's why, soon we won't have an antibiotic that can kill some certain bacterial strains. And he said, and this is about, 11:30, and I said, I'm going to bed, right? He said, in the future, they reckon that you'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
I don't know what that means.
Let's put a song on, right?
No,
and we'll come back to it.
So you're going to explain that?
Yeah.
You've got an explanation?
The Verve and Sonic on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
So let's just get this right. What did Karl say? He's just specifically giving those words again.
He said, they reckon, and I said, I'm going to bed. He went, no, really? I said, no, I'm going to bed, Karl. There's no point now, because, I mean, it's just like you're talking gobbledygook. You know what I mean? I might as well talk to a pot plant.
Yeah.
He said, in the future, they reckon, I don't know who they are.
Sure.
I don't know, people who post things on the internet that he reads. I think
the Telegraph.
Anyway, complete the sentence.
They reckon that in the future you'll be able to wake up. I love it. There's always a little scenario, an embellishment, like this little. Oh, hello, darling. Here's your yogurt. Hello. You'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
All right. Well, thanks for that, Rick. I'm looking at you. I'm going to throw that over to Karl now.
Right. It's when I was away on holiday, right? I got. I don't normally buy the Telegraph because it's too big and that, innit? So, but they were giving it away for free on the plane, so I thought,
ding dong,
might as well have it. Mm-hmm. And I saw a couple of things in it. I thought that would be interesting. I saw this thing about the future, and it was talking about evolution and what have you, right, which I always find weird, because I always think that maybe we've sort of done it wrong anyway. Do you know what I mean? I sometimes think
you can't evolve. By definition, evolution can't get things wrong. Things change, that it's not successful, it can't pass on its genetic material, but if you're around, it's working. If you're around, it's working. Slugs are as evolved as they need to be. Slugs are as evolved as you and
well,
me.
That's true enough.
Yeah. No disrespect, but it works. It works.
Sorry,
they're around.
Anyway, what's your point, Karl?
No, I mean, I think we probably would have been better off staying as a fish. Just because there's more water than land, isn't there?
Right.
And you wouldn't drown.
This is why I went to bed.
No, I can imagine. I'm thinking of dozing off now.
Yeah.
No, but it went... do you know what I mean? From... What was it? It was bacteria, it was fish, mermaid, man, onwards and what have you. So anyway...
Oh God!
No,
there are a few knowledge gaps in your theory of evolution.
All right,
you generally got it right though. So
but I mean, basically, yeah, it went bacteria, fish, mermaid, man. What's next is the big question.
So it was telling you all about this and what have you, and saying how like we shouldn't have interfered, because maybe if we wouldn't have invented planes and what have you, maybe we'd be able to fly and what have you if we really needed to and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we've interfered with evolution, you see.
Right.
Well, then it was saying, well, what's the future got?
Well, yes, in one way we have interfered with evolution. Yeah, the evolution of the human being in society is changing. It's no longer based on the strongest or the fittest, because medical science can keep us alive long enough. People can pass on their genetic material where without this civilization they wouldn't have been able to. So yeah, there are different parameters, there are different pressures, there are different things that say whether we're going to pass on our genetic material or not. Okay, so in that sense you're right.
And that, Rick, as far as I'm aware, has led to a yogurt that you can eat and have a conversation with. So
this is what it was saying. It was just saying, you know, we're living in mad times and that. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff going on.
One of which is...
And the fellow was just saying, you know, with computers and stuff like that, the way it is, we'll be able to wake up,
Go on.
have a chat with your yogurt and have something to eat.
What do you mean, have a chat with your yogurt?
Because of the amount of... I mean, you have them yogurts already, those friendly yogurts. Those bacteria-friendly ones, so this is just a really friendly one.
Yeah, they don't... Oh, God! I might burst! Do you know what? Sometimes, Carl, I think that we're having a chat with a yoghurt. Do you know what I mean? There can't be any difference.
Yeah, but then I'm always reminded that would be more entertaining. That would be more informative.
God.
XFM.
U2, City of Blinding Lights. I'm going to see them next week at Twickenham.
Yeah, well, enjoy that.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Thanks again for letting me know about your...
Old Nobbo and Edge and all that. Now listen, you just got an email there saying, can you turn up your microphone, Steve?
Apparently my voice is a little bit quiet.
Carl has to do one thing, make sure we're heard. That's all he has to do.
Well, I can hear it. Sounds fine to me.
Well, not to the listeners, and that's who we're trying to please.
Well,
Yeah.
It's one person, so they can't hear
Yes, but we've only got one listener. So if he's not happy, we're buggered.
You're allowed to say buggered. Not twice, certainly. Once could have been a mistake.
Yeah.
Twice, pointing it out is definitely, complaint material. Now, Carl, you haven't told us about your holiday yet. You were meant to do it last week and you didn't. You started telling us, but we didn't have time because we had to do monkey news about a monkey who was a director who cared about lighting and stuff.
Is there more monkey news this week?
Is it as... okay. Is it real monkey news? Did it happen, or is it mostly embellishment in your round little head?
It's proper stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So holiday. Where did you go on holiday?
Sardinia.
Good.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Nice food and that. It's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
And nice beaches and what have you.
Excellent.
Always like a nice long beach to walk down.
Yeah.
But so we're having a nice walk, right? You know how nudists do me head in.
Sure.
Right.
Not a problem though, is it? It's not like being scared of spiders where they might jump out under the kitchen sink at you. You know what I mean? It's not a big problem having your head done in by nudists.
Yeah, but it just annoys me. It sort of ruins the day a little bit because it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right. Take your clothes off if you feel uncomfortable. It's much more relaxing.
Yeah, but anyway, right. So I'm walking along the beach, right? Lovely long beach, what have you? You know, watching the sea, picking up shells and that.
And what are you wearing? What's your natural beach club?
When he says picking up shells, I imagine he's on all fours going, like that, you know what I mean, looking at things. Just like washing his nuts in the sea to get them tasty.
Yeah, going into the sea and then kind of shaking himself and all the water flies off.
Yeah.
I've just got, flip-flops on, pair of shorts, and like a little light shirt.
Sure.
So anyway, walking along, and Suzanne goes, "Oh look," right? And there's this woman, German, I think, coming out of the...
How can you tell she was German? Underarm hair?
I'll get to it. Forget the underarm hair. She came out, it looked like she was smuggling seaweed.
I'm gonna burst! I'm going to burst! Oh, God!
And the funny thing is, right, she...
Smuggling seaweed! Oh, God! She was a bit hairy down there, was she?
Mental. I felt bad because I hadn't had a shave for 2 days, right? Looked at her, it was ridiculous. She might as well have kept her trunks on. It was just like she was wearing furry trunks, right? So anyway, so I'm walking along. So...
Yeah, go on then.
So Suzanne's like, "Oh, look," and I'm like, "Oh, not again," because every time we go away, there always seems to be one of these.
Is she by herself, this woman?
Well, the weird thing was, she was with her husband, right? Yeah. But he had shorts on. He was happy, right? But every time, because I walked past her, and he sort of ran off, because he's embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing normal about it. What can he do? He can't go, "All right, mate," because he knows it's odd, right?
How old was he? Sorry, how old was she?
It's hard to tell when someone hasn't got clothes on. Sure. You know what I mean? They always look older, don't they, when they haven't got clothes on anyway. But I'd say she was about 40, 41.
Okay, right.
So I walked past, and the annoying thing is, she got there on a bike, right? No clothes on, little pair of boots next to the bike. So if you can wear boots, just pop some shorts on. You know what I mean? That takes more effort for me, putting boots on. But put the shorts on, right? So anyway, the husband kept running off. I walked past, and I'm getting annoyed because I'm saying, "Well, we've got to walk past them again on the way back."
I like the fact they're scuttling away when Carl walks past. Like when you lift up a bit of sort of iron sheeting in the woods and loads of mice run away.
Yeah.
It's like whenever Carl goes, that nudists run away.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
But no, so we sort of come walking back and what have you, and you know, I have another look and what have you, and he runs off again.
Why another look if it offends you so much?
Oh, you might as well just have a look. You know what I mean? If she's putting it on show and what have you. But the interesting thing was, I just wondered whether the husband.
If the husband were nude, you'd looked at his tackle. Because remember when you went to see those two strippers and it was a woman and man and they whipped their shorts off, you said you looked at his tackle first.
I think any bloke would.
Well,
you would. You just check it out. It's natural, isn't it? You just go, oh, right. So it is normal or whatever. Because you don't know if you know what I mean? You don't know if what you've got's right until you see someone else's. No, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, so, but he got us talking because I was, then, as soon as I saw her, sort of, day's been ruined a bit, so I'm walking up the beach.
It's been ruined!
Walking up the beach with Suzanne going, how does it happen? Do you know what I mean? Why do people do this? What fun are they getting out of it and what have you? And, I just was thinking, is there any chance that fella, right, didn't even know that she was a nudist until they went away? Do you know what I mean? Because I said to Suzanne, if I met Suzanne, it's like we're getting on, yeah, everything's fine. Yeah. And then you go off on holiday and you go, you haven't got much luggage. And she's like, no, it's fine, this is plenty. And I'm thinking, that's weird. And then we go down the beach and she whips her knickers off. I'd be annoyed, but there's nothing I could do. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm just wondering whether that's what happened to this fella. Every time someone came walking up, he was like, oh, God, this is embarrassing. And he kept nipping off.
Yeah.
Finding something else to do.
Look at some shells.
So I'm wondering, Rick, if at some point, maybe today or in future shows, we should get a nudist, you know, one of those official nudist spokespeople, you know, because all these nudist organisations, get them on the phone, justify themselves to Karl, because, you know, in his mind, they are, what would you say, weirdos, freaks?
I don't quite get it. I was reading something in one of the supplements last weekend, and some journalist went round to some, whatever you call it, some resort or whatever for nudes and that. And it's
Were
just...
they playing volleyball?
Well, the annoying thing was, bowls.
Why is that annoying?
Well, don't play a sport where you got to bend over.
Neil Young from the album Zuma, and that's Pardon My Heart on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. We just had a text here that says, and I don't know what truth there is in this, as ever, but John says there is apparently a nude bike ride today in Hyde Park. Now, I can't believe that's the case, because I don't think it's allowed, is it? You can't ride around with your veg, can you?
I don't know.
Why would you want to?
Well, good point.
On a bike.
On a bike, I like the fact that that's what disgusts him.
I want. Do you know what? If we did appeal for a nudist to call in, I'd want a very specific sort. I want a German nudist, a middle-aged man called Helmut.
Okay.
If there is any, or the closest one to it. So I want a middle-aged man from Germany. If your name is Helmut, you're in. But I'll accept Hans. Karl would be good, wouldn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm wondering if the age might. Maybe we could we broaden.
Okay,
that
just a German nudist bloke.
Right.
Can he at least be fat? Can I find a fat German fella? If your name's Helmut, we're going to give you a big prize.
Yeah.
But, you know, any fat German fella who likes to get his sausage out.
Sure.
Okay?
It's sauerkraut.
Yeah.
What's the phone number?
0871 222 1049. It'd be good just to get an email or a text with a contact, wouldn't it? And then I can just call them up in the week.
Sure.
And
83936 is the text number. I don't know what our audience demographic pans out like, Rick, but I'm suspecting that's probably a fairly small fraction of our listenership.
I know, but you know, there must be
German
someone out there. If you know a fat German who likes to get his tackle out, phones are going.
Straight away.
Just answer it, Karl. Just answer it. Just potluck.
it could be anything.
Well, just see what it is.
To be fair, it could be a nutter. But
just say hello. Just tell your turn. It's not straight away.
He'll stay there, won't he? He'll stay there.
Well, answer it. Answer it.
Leave it.
Answer it.
Oh, you see this? It's gone. It's gone. There you go. He bottled it. So, just as well.
Well, you took too long to answer it.
There's a vicar in Australia who started sort of doing his services and all that in nude.
Hot, isn't it, out there?
Yeah, where'd you get the churches aren't. Churches are pretty cold. It was on some website.
Of course it was. Yep.
Just saying about a vicar and that who's there's a lot of nudists and that who want to get married. Do it, don't mess about with the wedding dress and that. Just snip up.
Cheaper, isn't it?
Well, I suppose it's so. I suppose if you believe in God, you believe that that's the way to be, innit? Because Adam and Eve and that.
Yeah, but then in Adam and Eve, the shame made us dress up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Eating the apple and things.
Yeah, but God didn't want that, did he?
No, he wanted to see it all. He was loving it. He was having a whale of a time getting a life full of all of that, and then the snake said, cover yourself up.
Stitched him right up. Yeah. So if you believe in God, which clearly I don't, do you believe in God, Carl?
Don't know, I don't really worry about it. It was ages ago, wasn't it? So, you know, if he's about, whatever. Not that bothered. Adam and Eve is pretty interesting though, isn't it?
It's not, well, how is it interesting? He made man out of dust. Then just because he could, he's having a laugh. Then he made her out of one of his ribs. Again, he'd like to vary it a little bit. Then they had 2 sons, which gave rise to the entire human race. What was going on there then?
What would have happened if they didn't get on? That's interesting.
Sometimes with pandas, they don't fancy the other one, do they? They go, well, that's my choice, one. You've brought me one panda from Lisbon Zoo, and I've got to shag that. What if I don't fancy it? What if they bring in a right slapper?
Do you think
what if it's the equivalent of, like, Love Island, whatever it's called?
It was like Celebrity Love Island.
Yeah, and they're going, I am not shagging that slapper. Every panda in the world has seen that dirty old mott in magazines. Why am I meant to mate with it? I've got some dignity.
Are you talking about Adam there or Panda? Was that... either is fine, I suppose.
No,
do you
pandas.
think that Adam had any say? When God was making Eve, was he saying, can make the boobs a bit bigger, would you? And then... I'm a blonde guy, I'm into blondes, really. I mean, I don't know, did he have any input, or was it just...
I don't know. Well, I suppose it
was one of his ribs.
I know, but it's probably restricted. You go, well, I'm working with a rib, Adam. Give me a break. There's only so many things I can do.
Well, he was probably in kind of intensive care, wasn't he? With the whole.
They go, well, I can't just keep making the boobs and things bigger because their legs will get short. I don't mind short legs.
Yeah, make the legs longer.
I don't mind no legs.
As long as the boobs are sizeable.
I tell you what's weird though, Steve. Right? Everyone's heard of like Adam and Eve. Yeah. What's the surname?
Yeah, where'd they get their post from? Unbelievable.
Now listen, before you play the next tune, we should just, we were trying to mop up some stuff from the last couple of shows which we haven't dealt with yet. One of which is an obsession of yours, because we're on a radio station, Ricky and I come in, we bring in CDs, music we love, it means so much to us, we adore it. You don't really care about music, you work at a radio station, it's just, I don't care.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do like a good track. I don't like everything that comes out and everyone raves about.
Yeah, you thought the iPod wasn't worth it because you named the 5 tracks you'd like. What was it? It was In the Ghetto, Babushka, Living in the City. What was the other one? Killing a Georgie, and there was one other one or something. And you just only like songs with a story.
Yeah, but then there's a reason to listen to it, isn't there?
Well, no, only
story
once.
going on. No, because you might forget the ending. Listen to it again.
Yeah,
anyway, you've been listening to Babushka quite a lot, is that right? Because you've really got into your head now. You're trying to decipher the story.
When I've been sort of asking for songs with stories, people have texted in, emailed in, and whatever, and I've had a couple. Last time we did the show, so I've gone, oh right, that sounds interesting. And Babushka, when I was away on holiday, I listened to it a few times because I like the story. It's a good little story going on.
You got some thoughts on it, though, have you? A couple of questions.
Will we have a listen to it?
Well, let's have a listen to the track, and then I know you've got some queries you'd like to raise.
It's just about a woman, innit, who, I don't know, she's ugly or something, aged badly, and her husband gets bored with her. Have a listen, see what you think, right?
XFM. You're listening to Magic 105.4, and it was all the way back to 1979. Kate Bush, Babushka.
So, we would like your suggestions for songs which have stories in them, which may entertain Carl. They could shoot to the top of his list.
What do you think of that, Carl? That as a little story there.
I like it, but...
So she tests her husband. Yeah, she writes him letters. She gets a letter back. It's a pseudonym. Babushka's her pseudonym. It's not a real name. Her real name is Molly Strank. From Ealing, and Eva responds. He goes, "Oh, he's So in real terms, he's having a bit of an illicit affair behind her back because he doesn't know it's his wife. So he goes, "Oh, well, I'll take this a bit further, see how far I go." He turns up She turns up, he gets it on with her, and he's falling for her because she's acting like she used to act,
But was he just playing along with it? Was he like,
No, it's not, because they'd have said that in the song. They don't leave it up to...
Some people do that, don't they?
Well, it wasn't. Kate Bush would have said, and by the way, he's playing along. She'd have given us a clue. He's not. He's fallen for it. She went along incognito. He thought it was another woman.
But how much work can you do to yourself to... I wrote a letter to Suzanne, right? Saying...
She'd know it was you. It'd have egg stains on it. It'd be spelt wrong.
No, but...
And you'd sign it Karl, crossed out Babushka.
I wrote to her... I won't pick Babushka. That's a ridiculous name. That wouldn't have worked anyway. You just get a vision in your head of... I wouldn't have answered a letter from someone called Babushka.
It's not the point. If Kate Bush is listening, please call in, because I'd love her to have a conversation with you. I mean, that would be good. Forget Helmut. No, Helmut, you keep trying. A fat German. We want Kate Bush and a fat German.
What I mean is, though...
Now, wait a minute. What worries me is he didn't answer the last phone call. What if Kate Bush does phone up?
If anyone knows Kate Bush, give her a call now. She's probably not listening. She's probably doing yoga or something, I imagine, or making a lentil soup, or maybe just like repotting some plants, right? Or practicing piano, right? But if anyone knows Kate Bush, got a number, call her up now. Say, tune into XFM. There's a little bald mank fella wants to talk to you about Babushka, right?
But how much?
But Helmut, don't worry, you'll get your chance. The phones are going. That could be Kate Bush.
That could be Bush. You better accept it.
It's not. Don't worry about it. It's
that
not Kate
could
Bush.
be Kate Bush.
I know for a fact it isn't.
Okay, answer it.
XFM.
Half Light by Athlete on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl,
right.
2 o'clock. Let's get Rockbusters rolling.
I should just, if people aren't familiar with Rockbusters, then someone has actually sent in one of their own to test Karl. They've used, I think, the same principle that Karl has, which is, utterly random.
Yeah.
As you said before, really just trying to think of something that he might be thinking of.
Sure.
So I mean, she's done it quite coherently, but I'm wondering if I should sort of say it more as Karl might say it, just slightly less...
More different every time.
Yeah, slightly less coherent. So, Karl, this is one for you, all right?
Go on.
It's Sunday morning. I'm just... I'm in bed, but I don't sleep, but, like, Hollyoaks is on, the omnibus, I'm just watching that, I go and make a lovely cup of tea, in the bed with Suzanne, aren't I, having a cup of tea?
What's going on there?
Just watching the telly and that, but hang on, I haven't got anything to dunk in me, in my tea. I haven't got anything to dunk in my tea, have I? I haven't got anything to dunk in there, and I'm just having, what am I doing?
Is it LB?
It's LR.
Oh.
LR. So... have a think about that one, Karl.
I think I know it.
Yeah?
Do you?
Go for it.
Go on.
Is it Lionel Richie?
It is Lionel Richie. What's your logic?
Sort of Lionel, and it's like...
No rich tea. No rich tea.
Yeah.
No biscuits, no rich tea. No rich tea. Lionel Rich tea. Lionel Richie. It works. It's just as coherent as one of yours. What's that?
We've done one a little bit like it. There's nothing wrong with that.
I cannot believe you got it.
That's a toaster.
I cannot believe you got it.
I might not have got it without the initials, but that's why we chucked them in, just to help you along. Right?
So what have you got for us this week?
We've got 3 of them.
By the way, don't bother calling in Kate Bush, because Karl doesn't want to answer the phones. He says Kate Bush is not going to call, so it's all going to be nutters. So we apologise. He's got one thing to do. He didn't even get the sound right, because someone was complaining about they couldn't hear Steve. He's got to do Monkey News, which is always twaddle, and he won't even answer the phones now, so I don't know why he gets paid. He takes off Mondays, because he works Saturdays. He gets paid for Saturdays. He takes 5 weeks holiday a year.
Not off Mondays
and he moans.
Not off Mondays.
Wow.
Right,
what have you got for us?
Right then, the first one. There's a vehicle that sells kebabs. Right? There's a vehicle that sells kebabs. Initial D. Right? B.
Right.
Right? Have you worked that one out?
Of course I haven't.
Right, the second one. You're asked if you want that bit of the egg.
You what?
You're asked if you want that bit of the egg. You think about it, but we sort of decide against it.
And again?
What's going on there? You're asked if you want that bit of the egg. You think about it, but you go, nah, I don't go against it. Right?
I've got it. Is initials W O Y O?
Yeah.
Got it.
Right, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
That one works.
Right.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
And the last one, I don't think this burger will catch on.
I don't think this burger will catch on.
Yeah, and the letter there is M. So you just text or email in with the answers and win some stuff. What have we got?
We've got some prizes. We've got another box set of the League of Gentlemen.
This is instant gratification, but you go into a draw for something bigger. So what have we got today?
Yeah, well, today, this is what you're taking home today. You've got the League of Gentlemen, the complete collection on DVD. That's worth having, definitely. We've got Catterick, which is the current Vic and Bob show on BBC Two, which is good. The Aviator, the award-winning Leonardo DiCaprio, Martin Scorsese biopic, and once again, Ladder 49.
We're giving that away again, are we?
Yeah. Apparently
do we get a job like those?
We got loads of them. We got boxes of them, stacks of them. Yeah.
Excellent. So
email in if you just want a copy of Ladder 49. I'm sure we could dig one out for you.
yeah. Or phone in, because Carl does not answer the phones.
Right.
And remember, the winner goes forward into the chance to win the big prizes, the signed Homer drawing, the signed Nigel Tufnell poster. And you go to rickygervais.com and see Matt Groening actually drawing that to verify it. But Lloyd Cole won't. Never wrote anyone, has it? Has it? Lloyd Cole, Impossible Girl on XFM 104.9. Wow.
Rick, I'm just reading an email we've had, and it is indeed true. Scores of naked cyclists will be wheeling around London today in a mass protest against oil dependency. The World Naked Bike Ride will see the arresting sight of up to 200 daring riders bearing all in their cycle past some of the capital's most famous landmarks.
Have they got to wear an helmet? Are they against wearing a helmet?
Well, I think they're trying to make a statement, I would imagine. I don't know.
Well, they don't have to wear a helmet. It's not law to wear a helmet on a bike, is it? It's for your own safety. It's sensible. You're right, yeah.
Well, it's also sensible to just pop some pants on. Pop some pants on.
Are you going to be popping down there and cheering them on?
I'm not going anywhere near it. What are they going against? What's the problem that's going on?
Oil dependency. I think, generally we're consuming too much oil, aren't we, in the world, and it's going to run out one day, and we've not got any alternatives.
Talking of campaigns and things and that, did you see Sir Bob on Jonathan Ross last night?
Sir Bob Geldof.
Sir Bob Geldof.
Yeah.
Are you going to walk to Edinburgh or sail to France, Carl? What do you think of all this? The G8?
I think it's good that, he's doing some stuff for the world and what have you, but probably won't bother.
No.
Having a walk.
What do you make of all this campaigning? He's dedicated his life to this now, hasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I was watching him last night, and I respect the man. I mean, he used to work here, didn't he? Did some shows and that.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's all right that he can do it, but
I assume that's not why you respect him. I assume you respect him because he's trying to save a nation, as opposed to used to work in XFM for a while.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it's good that he's given up a lot of his time to try and save the world and that. But there's a bit of me that's kind of like, is he wasting his time a bit?
Right. Well, what do you mean wasting his time?
Well, he tried it before, and
no, wait. What he's trying to say is that the G8 are I think the 7 most rich, wealthy nations in the world, and Russia, and they get together and they can wipe out the third world debt. I.e., they owe us billions and billions of pounds. They can't afford to pay it back. So he's going to say, let's wipe the slate clean and pledge, I think, a lot more aid and stuff to them, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think of that?
But won't they just do it again?
Right, what's you thinking?
No, I just mean...
I knew I had a little diamond in the rough here. I mean, obviously, I admit, I brought this up because I really wanted to know what Carl thought of it.
Sure.
Yeah, I had ulterior motives. It wasn't just for awareness, for the very worthy cause. It was because I know... Look at him looking at me. Look at him, he looks at me like a cat. Honestly, it's like there's nothing behind those eyes. Right, what do you mean?
They're just going to run up the debt again, you think?
Well, what I mean is, right, when I was a kid, right, and I wanted to go to the arcade, I'd borrow £1 off my mum, right, and she'd say, don't come back asking for more and what have you. But I'd have a go on a pinball machine or whatever, game on a fruity, and then go back, and she'd go, can I have some more money? And she goes, I gave you £1 before. And I go, I know, but I'm on holiday. And she goes, there you go then. And then I go off and do the same thing. I didn't go, no, I wasted the last one, I'm going to pop this in the bank.
Right.
So you think that's what's going to happen with...
That's a nice metaphor. So what do you think happening there? That the Africans are blowing it down the arcade. Instead of putting it towards a fishing rod, they're blowing it down the arcade. I'm trying to win a watch. Look, I've got 100 goals. I think this thing is dodgy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to win a fluffy toy.
just...
That's what Bob's saying, you're never going to get the Snoopy.
You're never going to get the
It's
Snoopy.
always going to fall out of the little claw
It's
before it
rigged.
gets to
The
the
claw
top.
is not strong enough.
Yeah.
Do not waste it. No, Midge.
Midge, you have to write a song.
Write another song, mate. They've blown it down the arcade. Brilliant.
So that's your genuine logic, is it?
Well, I just don't know... if they put me in charge of it, I don't know what I'd do. I just think it's a...
Could I just say that will never happen?
No.
Could I just say to London
Yeah.
and anyone listening on
Sleep
Saturday,
easy.
yeah, don't worry. Carl is not going to be put in charge of G8. It's not going to be him, Blair Chirac.
That would be a
Brilliant.
joy if it were.
That would be amazing.
But anyway, so let's assume some alternate universe you are in charge.
What would you do?
Monkeys, obviously, it's like Planet of the Apes. What are you going to do? You're the only only person with opposable thumbs. What's your solution?
We've done a lot of it, haven't we? We've sent, money out there. We've sent them clothes and that.
Yeah. Have you?
It's gone.
You say we. Have you sent...
I've done loads for charity.
Go on.
No, loads. I've done loads of stuff.
Go on. For what?
Oh, I give stuff to Oxfam.
Yeah? What stuff you don't want anymore?
Yeah, junk, you mean?
Well, yeah, but it'll be all right for them. I mean, I said to you the other day, like, when they collect clothes for over there, I don't know, none of my stuff's going to fit them well. But the thing is, I do loads of charities. I do loads of things like...
Go on.
I pay for tools. I do that thing, a monthly payment of £5, paying for, toolbox and that for someone out there. I help old people, which I'm going to stop, to be honest.
Why?
Because, do you know this thing I do, Steve, right?
No.
This is a £5 a month as well, right? I got stopped in Leicester Square one day. They said, there's a little old woman somewhere. She's cold. Are you going to help her out? So I was like, oh, why me? Right? So anyway, so they said it's easier if people look after one old woman, right? So
Why me?
I've signed up to look after this old woman called, I don't know, call her name June or whatever. It doesn't matter. So
It does to her, but go on.
So anyway, so I'm paying this £5 a month, and the first £5, the first time I paid it, I got this thing in the post, right? And it had, thanks a lot, Carl. You're looking after June. Here she is, here's a little picture of her, and she's sat there, what have you, with a cardigan on and stuff like that. Every £5 you pay, it'll be cheering her up, and, look after her, pay for her food and what have you. So, for a bit, you feel good, don't you? And you think, well, I've done my bit for the world. Anyway, 2 months later, get another package, right? Picture of June in there again. She's got a tan. So he's saying you're paying to keep her warm. No, they meant a week in Mallorca or whatever. And this is what I mean. People if they can get away with it. So whilst Geldof's there every year or every couple of years, going, let's do this for them, let's do that. I tell you what, I wouldn't get off my arse if I was over there. But that isn't having a go.
I don't know where to start.
That isn't having a go though.
What do you think? So what do you think? You think they're going? Don't bother. Getting a job or anything. Geldof will be here, not you? Geldof will be. It's June.
I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult.
So you think Sir Bob should just wash his hands of the whole affair? You think it's a complete waste of time? Is that what you're saying? That you should just leave them to it? Just leave them to it, let them sink ever more into debt, ever more into hunger. You just think that should just carry on?
Do you know what I think he's saying? I think, now, I'm not putting words in your mouth. Are you saying they blew the last lot we gave them, they've got to learn a lesson? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that.
Is that what you're thinking?
No.
What are you thinking?
I'm not thinking anything like that. All I was thinking is about this gig, it might have been better to do it, like, rather than, I don't know, ruining a grass field in Edinburgh and that, do it out in Africa, right? Get people out there, get the tourists up, do you know what I mean? Get a load of people out there. They've got loads
I don't reckon he's going to get people to walk to Edinburgh. I very much doubt people are going to fly to Addis Ababa to see Coldplay.
Cheap flights and what have you.
Right.
Hot dog stands and that, locals will love that, right? Job done.
Brilliant. Let's put him in charge.
Yeah, just for one day.
Let's put him in charge of Live Aid. If Bob Geldof is listening, I know you respect him because he used to work on XFM.
No, but he's done a lot
Bob,
as
if
well.
you're listening, please, I would love, oh my God, a conversation, Bob Geldof talking to, forget Kate Bush, forget
That would be
Halma.
amazing.
Can Bob please call in and speak to Carl? No one call except Bob, so we know it's Bob calling. Right, get on the phone.
What's the phone number?
Can't we talk to him next week?
He might be busy next week.
No,
He's
he
got
won't.
stuff to organise.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can talk to us next week. All right? I'm not going to go. I'll go through the phones. It's mental.
Play a record.
All right, what we're having? Bit of Killers.
Yeah. The Killers. Somebody told me on XFM 104.9. Tell you what, talking of starving, I went to what is meant to be the best restaurant in the world on Wednesday, yeah.
Sure. You must be famished.
Well, Jonathan Ross booked a table there. It came out, I think he's been trying to get there for a while, and I think there's a waiting list and everything, right? And
Well, you've got an OBE, you're walking straight in.
He's walked straight in with that, yeah. Me and Jane went along with him and Jane to the Fat Duck in Bray. As it was voted the best restaurant in the world, okay?
Right.
And it was incredible. I mean, it's across from the restaurant and sort of Barnum. They do,
Yeah.
just do incredible food. But all the way there, I'm thinking, well, I can't eat stuff in normal restaurants. I don't eat red meat. I'm squeamish about things like seafood, anything that's got too many legs, or was a crustacean once, or feeds on worms. I knew that one of their signature dishes was snail porridge. So I'm thinking, I'm not going to be able to eat anything here. So I was thinking, I had something to eat before I went. And I was thinking that they better not have mucked around the bread, right? Got there, beautiful. It was really quite fantastic. And I let them know straight away, that I was a Philistine, and they really accommodated me. You know, I didn't have the snail porridge. They put mushrooms in my snail porridge, which was more of a risotto, and there's tasting menus and that, and it was really fantastic. But Jonathan, halfway through, on the way there, I don't like travel well. On the way there, he actually phoned me and said, "Why are we taking you to this restaurant?"
Good point. Very good point.
They know, even if I go around there, they cook me sausage and mash.
Yeah.
Or, do you know what I mean?
Well, you have the palate of one of those kids from the Jamie Oliver school dinners programme, they've got the lovely Jamie Oliver cooked, kind of ratatouille, but they're going for the sort of chicken Twizzlers.
What's wrong with chicken? I love chicken. I like the chicken I can eat. I'm squeamish about red meats. There's nothing it's a mixture of, it's not morals. There's only one thing I don't eat morally, that's veal. But the other thing else is just like, if it's got eyes and legs and things sticking out of it, or
but it hasn't got eyes and legs things sticking out of it. What are you talking about? I mean, it just infuriates me. I actually got to a point now where I refuse to eat out with Ricky, because I can't, it just sucks the life out of me. It actually makes me depressed. I can't enjoy the experience. If you go to an awards do, they bring out lovely food, 3 courses,
always
and
lamb.
You're whinging. You're always
salmon,
whinging.
which is hardly cooked, followed by lamb.
Lovely bit of lamb. Who doesn't think lamb is the best of all the meats?
Oh.
And you whinge, you complain, you look at Jane like a little boy who's like, "Oh, Mum, why have you brought me here?" You are just... and I tell you, and I put it at I don't want to, badmouth people, but I suspect it's your family. I suspect it was your upbringing. I imagine, that if I came to your house, late 60s, early 70s, came round to your place in Reading, it would have just been the smell of chip fat.
Always
just
on.
everywhere.
Chip fat
pervading,
was
just
on.
one of those chip fat fries that's just, like you say, constantly, 24 hours a day,
I used to eat
just
things.
bubbling away.
I used to eat beef and pork and that, and I used to have to, eventually, when I was getting sort of squeamish and getting older, I'd make her burn it so much that it was just like chewing on a piece of leather anyway, where I couldn't stand the sight of blood or something.
A salad in your house would have been
I'll tell you what
a pickled
salad is.
onion and a packet of crisps.
No, a salad in my house, right, was when it was summer, we were out in the garden, lovely salad, grated cheese, grated egg, 2 bits of beetroot with your leaf, a pickled onion, and a packet of crisps. And that was a salad. But
now, is that? Do you agree that is probably the reason why you've got this palate? And I don't even. It's not even a palate. That's too nice a word to use for it.
I've got more squeamish as I've got older, because I say I used to eat beef and pork.
What do you mean squeamish? I don't understand what you mean. Squeamish.
If I
It's
suddenly
fish,
think
it's
about
cooked.
it, I can eat like it has to be blasted. It has to be unrecognisably an animal. You know what I mean? I mustn't see a bit of pink or a bit of fat.
So if we were in biblical times, and you're there, and Jesus Christ has just fed 40,000 with some fishes and some loaves, you'd be going, "I'm not into the fish, JC."
I say take the head off, really cook it, take the skin off. I can see a bit of spine.
And unless that bread is mighty white, I'm not interested.
No. Yeah, but the thing is, what he hasn't said is, he gets frustrated because we have to go from restaurant to restaurant for something I can eat. But the reason we've only got about 3 restaurants to choose from are because he doesn't want to spend more than a £5 at lunchtime.
At lunchtime? If I was going out of an evening, you'd spend a decent amount of wallop. But lunchtime,
Would ya?
you'd be happy to spend 20 quid on lunch. Imagine that every single day. There's no one out there who's eating lunch 20 quid a day on lunch. It's crazy. You don't need that much food at lunchtime because I don't know what happens. You go in there, you have some kind of Thai green curry for lunch. You're asleep by 1:30. We're trying to work. We're trying to write TV shows, and you're dozing off like one of those giant anacondas that's just eating a sheep and is slowly digesting it. It takes like 3 weeks.
He doesn't eat Carl. He does not like the spare. He'll walk a mile out of his way to get a sandwich that's mostly bread that only costs $1.20.
It's about value for money, Rick. That is all it's
you
about.
Don't have to tell me. I remember
Oh, come on, let's have
having an argument over that 50p that time. I don't want to bring it back up again.
Here's the situation, Carl. I lent you 50p, and you decided you weren't going to pay me back. It should be to my discretion if I say, don't worry about it, Carl. You should offer me the 50p, go, there's that 50p I owe you, and I'll go, don't worry about it, Carl. But you didn't even do that.
No, it's the way that you were, like...
I said, where's my 50p? You went, oh, you don't need that. That's not your decision to have.
I didn't say that. I said, I don't think I've got it at the moment, or whatever.
Rubbish.
And he's going through my pockets and that.
Rubbish.
50p. Ridiculous.
You've just given him a keg of beer for free, hadn't you?
Well, let's not go over it again. I mean,
I just think value for money is important. Like, now, okay, so for instance, in the morning, I have to get the tube, but you can get a travel card, zones 1 and 2, right? It's about £4.70, I think. But before 9:30, it's about £6.50. All right, and then at 9:30, when the clock, literally on the clock ticks over to 9:30, it's £4.70, right? Now, sometimes I'll get there, it'll be about 9:20. Now, you'd be saying to me, oh, just spend it. And I'm thinking, I've got 10 minutes. I'll perhaps read the paper, wait for it to click over to 9:30, and then I can get a cheaper ticket. Now, surely that makes sense. Surely that's logic. Don't you, I mean, if you were in that situation, Rick, if you were there, right, and you had, let's say you had 3 minutes to wait before 9:30, what would you do? Would you stand there and wait?
No, because waiting to me is worse than anything.
It's madness. It's madness.
I can't stand queuing. I can't say, no, I'd pay, yeah.
How long would it have to be before you'd wait? If there was like a minute on the clock to go, would you wait?
If they literally said, if you wait 30 seconds, I go, all right.
Well, that is the case. That literally is the case.
Okay, but not 10 minutes, no.
What about you, Carl?
I'd feel if it was 30 seconds, I'd feel flash going, I'd spend £3. But if it was like a couple of minutes, I go, oh, it doesn't matter. I just wouldn't.
Madness.
Yeah.
Think about how that tots up over the years.
Amazing. Carl,
what about you, Carl? Would you do it?
It depends, doesn't it, what your job is and that. If you're a doctor, you've got to get to, go and save someone, whatever. You can't say, oh, just 10 minutes. Depends. Depends on the situation. Depends. Most of the time, I've got to get in work early. I can't be hanging around till half 9.
But you don't know, do you? I've called him when I was filming. He was I've seen him do one day, right? I've seen him for one whole day. He went away. He fell asleep at 7:45 in the bath because he was knackered. So he has 5 weeks holiday a year. He's taking the piss.
XFM.
Feeder, pushing the senses. Quite a food-related sort of show, isn't it?
It is. They're thinking of gluttony. Did you see in, I think it was Heat magazine, it was former Pop Idol winner Michelle McManus.
Oh, yeah.
She's lost a lot of weight.
Oh, yeah, she's lost 5 stone, hasn't she?
Please see that the headline was, I used to eat 12 packets of Doritos a night. At night. 12 packets of Doritos. I just like the idea that you've got to 11 packets, and you're thinking...
Still
a bit peckish.
One more will do it.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh,
unbelievable. But someone sent in a couple of odds and ends news stories, they've gleaned off the web. And apparently Britain's fattest family have shed 23 stone.
One of them died?
Between the 5 of them... Oh, come on. Between the 5 of them, the Phillips family from Worcester weighed more than 100 stone.
Jesus. Well, how many are there, though?
They spent 5 of them, and they spent £300 a week on food. An evening meal consisted of an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet and another ice cream stop at McDonald's. The mum, she was generally happy, like Carl is, but she said she used to get upset when she couldn't buy clothes for her kids because the shops didn't stock anything above XXXXXL. It says here, it says Mitchell, 13, was the heaviest of the 3, weighing at 27 stone. By the age of 4, he was Britain's fattest toddler, weighing 10 stone.
Is that competition still going?
He broke 5 bikes. He broke 5 bikes by buckling the wheels.
Oh, that's
I know you're always a fan
embarrassing,
of fat kids, Carl.
Chasing an ice cream van.
Yeah.
But the bike just fell apart.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe now he's on that nude bike ride, because he's lost some weight.
Oh, that would be painful, wouldn't it? If one of them buckles.
Yeah.
Well, I've got another food-related item here. Now, Carl, I got a little email via my agent sent from someone here, okay, sent from someone at XFM, okay, and I won't say it was, she just said, I thought this might be good for Ricky to use on Saturday, and obviously what happened is Suzanne has sent you an email in the week, it was Wednesday, and you've returned it, but I think you've returned it to the wrong email address. You returned it to someone here who, of course, immediately forwarded it to my agent for ridicule on the show. Don't panic, it's nothing that bad, okay? It's an email from Suzanne talking about your tea that night. Was Suzanne out on Wednesday night?
Was the an England game or something?
Yeah. So you were alone. You were home alone, were you, Wednesday night?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your meal? Was it a quiche?
Go on.
Right. From Suzanne to Karl. Take the quiche and put it on the baking tray. Cook for 30 minutes on 190. Take lettuce and put on plate. Take 3 tomatoes, wash and chop into quarters. Place on lettuce. Take an avocado, chop in half. Remove the stone. Peel skin and slice. Place on salad. Put salt and pepper on and a dribble of olive and balsamic vinegar dressing. Right? In brackets, small bottle behind the cafetiere. Right, in case he's reaching for bleach.
Yeah.
That's it. She had to put everything else away. Right? Then sprinkle a smidge of parmesan on top. Remove quiche from oven, cut into quarters and put on plate. Eat.
Oh, wow. Does she have to do that every single time? She's like...
No, it's just that I'm not that good at cooking, right? And to be honest, that was a lot of hard work. I didn't bother warming it up. And I did without the avocado.
Why?
Too much messing about.
He didn't even do that with instructions. It was too much.
But yeah, I'm not that good at cooking. And
Did you That's not cooking though, is it, Karl? That's
heating up a
slicing.
quiche. That's cooking it is making the quiche.
Yeah, but I'm just.
Could you have figured that out if she hadn't left that note for you?
Why did she have to tell you what the olive oil and balsamic vinegar was?
Because I've put sort of cooking oil on my food once, and I said, oh, it's a bit. It's ever since, right? Years ago.
I'm gonna die.
Years ago,
leaving Mr. McGill at home.
It was ever since I put sausages in the toaster that.
What do you mean?
I nearly set the flat on fire. Because do you know, like when you're grilling food in a pan and all that?
Yeah.
Sort of sausages spit and it goes everywhere, doesn't it? And it makes everywhere greasy.
In the toaster.
So I thought, well, just want to warm them up.
Yeah.
Bung them in the toaster.
Yeah.
What happened?
And she sort of caught. Well,
they got stuck and it's got caught on fire. I imagine.
She came in just as I was sort of plunging it, and Marty came in from work. Said, "What are you doing? I said, I'm in sausages." Well, the oven isn't on. I know they're in here. What? You turn it off? Panicking and that. But I've never been into it. I've never been into cooking and that. At school and stuff, I didn't bother doing it.
Oh, every time Suzanne comes home, she must think, please be the house still there.
Yeah.
Please not let me hear a fire engine as I come round this corner. Oh, God, she comes and goes, oh, God, thank God. I bet she's always happy to see you when she gets home and you haven't burned the place down or introduced some howler monkeys or something. Unbelievable.
What I find extraordinary is there are people who are in sort of care in the community who don't need instructions on how to prepare food.
Oh, they do. They can do it. Yeah, you show them once.
Yeah, and they've learned it.
Whatever you do, don't put sausages in the toaster, Johnny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they've learned it.
They don't put sausages in the toaster.
Yeah. They put their fingers in. But, yeah.
Are we doing Rockbusters answer?
It's what London's waiting for.
I'll tell you what, we'll play a song and do
Why not?
Rockbusters, yeah.
It's worth waiting for.
Have we still got Monkey News to come?
Yeah.
Oh. Roxy Music with the old Dylan classic Hard Rains on XFM 104.9. Mixing it up, just mixing it up, mixing and matching. We've got Neil Young, we've got a bit of Roxy Music, we don't care, do we?
They were right bang up to date with some of the latest tracks from Feeder and the like, so...
Yeah, big time. But it's what they're waiting for, is the Rockbusters answers.
That's right.
Right.
Okay, give us the clue, give us the answer.
Right then, first one.
Hurry up, because we haven't got long for Monkey News.
Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. First one. There's a vehicle over there that's...
It's changed.
Selling kebabs.
Oh, it's changed, go on.
Initial D.
Yeah, what is it?
That was Donovan.
Okay.
All right, yeah, okay.
Yeah. That
Good.
worked.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Second
That's a
one.
real clue.
Well, they got it, like they always do, so they're always real clues. Second one. You're asked if you want that bit of the egg, right? You think about it, then you decide against it.
I think I know this one. What was the initial again?
Y-O.
Is this John Lennon's wife, Yoko Ono?
Yeah, that's right.
I think that was her name, Yoko Ono, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Yoko No.
It
was Yoko No.
No. You've got it wrong. You're thinking about it. You're asked if you want a bit of the egg.
Yeah.
You go, yolk. You think about it. Oh no.
Oh, so you say it twice, you stutter. So
No,
it's
no,
Yoke,
no.
Yoke, oh no.
No, you didn't
No, her
wrong.
name's Yoko Ono, though.
Yeah, Yoko
Yeah.
Ono. Listen to the clue again.
Okay, no.
Listen to the clue.
So what you say is, do you want this bit of the egg? You know, oh, the end of it. No. Yolk, oh no.
That's
Yolk,
right.
oh no. Yolk, oh no. Yolk, no. Oh, yolk. Yeah, go on, brilliant. Yeah, okay, yeah, Yoko, no, yeah, go on.
It works
Yeah.
perfect.
Next, yeah.
And the last one was, I don't think this burger will catch on. That was initial M.
Yeah.
McFly. Right? So, there's your 3 clues.
What's
There's your
that?
three
What do you
answers.
mean? It won't catch on.
Well, who'd want to eat that? You know what I mean? It's like a Mac burger or whatever. Mac chicken. McFly. Don't want one. Put it back. I'll have a chicken. Right? So who's got the 3 then?
Well done to Ian Shillham from Mansfield, who's got all those answers right amazingly. And he wins all those great prizes, including Ladder 49, starring Joaquin Phoenix and John Travolta, which I don't think anyone's ever seen.
There's 49 of them.
And he wins that, but he also goes forward, as you say, to the big draw, which will come up at the end of
It's
our little
to
run.
win the signed Homer saying I like Carl because he's stupid like me, and you can see Matt Groening drawing that to know it's real on rickygervais.com, and you can win that and a signed Nigel Tufnell poster.
Brilliant.
XFM.
It's a Ricky and Steve classic on XFM, Sugar, If I Can't Change Your Mind.
Brilliant.
So listen, it's time, isn't it? We've only got a few minutes left, so you better play the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
So Monkey News, if you've only just started listening to the show. Oh, you poor fool. Monkey News is where Carl reports for us all the latest monkey activity.
A headline or a word or someone he overheard in a pub and then totally embellishes it and makes it ridiculous and impossible. He believes it, though. He believes every word he's saying. Let me say that when you hear this, whatever it is, I haven't heard it, twaddle, remember, Carl totally believes it. Go on.
Right, so anyway, right, I think it's in LA this happened. Right.
I think. Why does he think?
So these people are in a restaurant having a lovely meal.
Is one of them short and hairy, but it goes, totally covers from top to bottom in a spacesuit, so he didn't know it was a monkey?
It's not one of the customers, one of the waiters?
So they're having a lovely dinner, probably one of the best sort of dinners they've had, right?
Yeah.
So the waiter comes over, and it's like, can we just say that I had a lovely meal and that?
Right, it's the chef.
Because it is. Can we
So,
see the chef?
Yeah.
So can we just, see the guy who cooked it? Of
course.
Yeah. Short fella, hairy.
So the
Wearing
waiter said, to be
balaclava?
honest,
Doesn't say much.
the waiter said, look, he's busy, he's got meals to cook and what have you. He hasn't really got time. He said, only take a minute. He said, no, I prefer it,
So this is a restaurant in LA that serves brilliant food.
I'll pass your message on and what have you, right? So,
So he sends for Monkey Pierre White.
so it's a bit odd. Anyway. So they go out, right? They go out to the car and they notice the kitchen door's open.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, of course they do, because they're going to discover something that I don't know.
So
they're
there's
going to discover. Hang on, this just out of interest, where did this chef train before we see him or reveal, what he might look like or like to eat?
So anyway, so they pop their head in and think, we'll just nip in and go,
why not?
love fruit salad or whatever. Yeah. So they stick their head in.
We better see the human chef.
You never guess what?
Go on.
Monkey stood on a chair, right, cooking veg. Right, so anyway, so they're like, what's going on here?
What do you mean? What do you mean he's cooking veg? What is he doing with it?
Well, he's stood on a chair by the cooker and he's chopping stuff.
Oh, he's chopping as well now. He's just embellishing it. Yeah.
It's got a little, he's got the bosses in there. They're like a bit shocked. So he's a bit panicking because he's got this monkey working for him. So they say to him, "What's going on here? We didn't know this is what's going on. Why have you got a monkey cooking stuff?" So he said, "Well,
incidentally, a monkey, I should point out, who probably doesn't need instructions from its girlfriend."
Forget it."
Okay, let's have a great show, everyone.
Oh, yeah, good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck to you.
Right, that was Jane's Addiction, Just Because, on XFM 104.9. Right, everybody up, let's give them a great show, yeah? 2 hours of, fun chat. Let's keep it, let's keep it cutting edge. Let's not be too, that's what the listeners of XFM would, oh no, it isn't, is it? No, because, hold on, wait a minute, because we came in yesterday and did this little skit, didn't we, where we bleeped it out.
A little scared. She was quite annoyed. It was
And
quite
then
controversial.
Carl called me last night, and we're not allowed to play it out.
Oh, but we've been censored.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's a cutting-edge alternative station. Wants to push the boundaries. Wants to be thought of as rock
Yeah.
and roll, a bit punk rock.
Yeah,
But we're not allowed to play stuff.
because I said something like the radio authority. I bleeped it out, what I called them,
Yeah.
but, couldn't do it. Done
Not
it
allowed,
before.
censored.
Couldn't do it.
Censored.
Carl agrees, though. What's your thoughts, Carl? You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
Why?
Well, what's the point?
Well, it was funny, wasn't it? And it wasn't offensive.
Not really. It's not some of the best stuff that would have ever gone out on this show, but, you know.
Right, what are you putting up against exactly? Cheeky Freak of the Week?
Well, that springs to mind.
Yeah. Rockbusters?
But I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, you know, the things that you have put out there, I mean, we better be really careful. Who's worried about complaints? I mean, it's not just swearing, is it? It's taste and decency and everything.
yeah.
So, we can't laugh about the disabled anymore in the Cheeky Freak of the Week. Can't do stories about elderly relatives with genitals looking like a split tennis ball. Can't do your dad putting a child with learning difficulties in a bin. So, what should we just play music?
I think that's all it's going to have to be, yeah.
Play a record. Accidents Will Happen by Elvis Costello on XFM 104.9. Carl's a little bit stressed, but it's not his fault. It was the boss that overruled him. He came along. What did he do? He heard you listening to it.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He says, what's that? I said, it's what Ricky wants to play out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he said, well, can't go out like that. Too many...
But they're all bleeped. We bleeped the swear words.
Yeah, but he didn't want it to go out. I mean, you got to remember, right, you came in yesterday to have a chat about what we're going to do.
Yeah.
One of the topics that I said, let's talk about, which
Yeah.
I came up with,
Yeah.
was, let's talk about swearing.
No, you said you never had a problem with swearing, which is normal.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we did the thing about, isn't it funny that you can, the thing about you can bleep a swear word by taking out the vowel. So we're going, so it's the vowel that's offensive, and we did a little sketch around that, and then ended, he wanted to completely obliterate the word in the end, didn't want to put the thing in that we said about the radio authority, which I think it was valid and wouldn't have got a complaint.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he's the boss, and what he says goes, doesn't it?
Sure.
So,
Yeah, I was just going to say,
right. But what you got to remember is what he also said is if you want to pay the 70 grand fine, then go ahead and do it, Steve.
There wouldn't be a 70 grand fine there, would there?
Well, you don't know what it'd be. But will you pay it? Will you pay for my mortgage? Will you pay for his mortgage? Will you feed his kids?
He wouldn't be fired.
What do you mean? Well, I tell you what, if it's not a fine, we'd lose the licence, then we'd all be fired.
Right.
When you're
Do
sat
you
at home.
seriously think you'd lose the licence for that sketch?
Well,
Does he really seriously think
well, I
you'd
don't know,
lose the
but-
licence for it? It is not the worst thing we've ever put out or done or ever will do.
Yeah, but it's the fact that he said don't put it out, and you're like, throwing your toys out the pram. I want to say it. I want to say it. How old are you? But you still want to put swearing out.
It's a discussion about the radio authority and the way people are interested.
Yeah, but leave it. Let's
Don't
move
get
on.
annoyed.
Yeah, but I'm annoyed because you've been at it since about 12:30.
I know. Well, I like to get in early to plan the show.
Yeah, but there's been no planning. So to be honest, I'd turn off today. Anyone listening, because there's nothing.
Carl, there's never anything.
There is. There's sometimes some good things, but today, seriously,
What is there?
I'd leave
Name
it.
us something half decent that's been on this show.
Loads of little interesting topics.
Go on,
that
I can't remember any.
Right, gays in toilets.
Yeah. Not particularly interesting. Fascinating to you, perhaps.
Right, well, I'd prefer to hear that than just a load of swear words.
Well,
We wouldn't have heard these swear words. We'd have heard some bleeping.
Right then, so that's entertaining, isn't it? Load of bleeps.
It's just because you don't want to stand up to your boss or say anything. Don't get annoyed with us.
I'd stand up to all, if I agree with what I'm arguing about, but I'm not falling out with him over some crappy thing you want to play out.
Don't say crappy.
slag it off.
Well,
Don't
it doesn't
say
matter,
crappy.
because I'm not here next week, I tell you that. I've canned this in.
Don't
right?
say
So if
crappy.
Andrew is listening,
Don't
Someone else
say
can be here next
crappy.
week.
Play a record. We apologise for the word crap.
That's out of order. We should be.
Big Sir, the Thrills on XFM 104.9. Started off another nice atmosphere again in the studio.
Don't blame me. It's not my fault.
No, I know.
Well, it's your fault mainly.
Yeah.
You are bad. You are quite bad.
Come on, don't.
Come on, you are.
Don't try and win him round just because he scared you.
I don't know who's that against. Is it me or him?
It's
I
you,
don't
yeah.
know. No.
It's you.
Right. Well, I'm not a coward.
No.
I'm not a coward.
Okay,
I'm
but-
just thinking of the listeners, Rick, and I just want them to be entertained.
Yeah. Luckily, that's not a big problem for us.
What, you mean we're effortlessly entertaining, or there's no listeners?
Well, yeah, somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Carl, what's happened to you this week, mate? Come on.
Well,
this is-
nothing's happened.
Come on. I came in, and it had an hour lunch break. You know, he's sort of like he never gets a break. I came in one day. He was out for an hour, and I sat in a little chat with Andrew Phillips about, you know, where we were going with the show, and, you know.
Where are we going with it? You come up with anything?
Ah, dear.
It's how far we can run it into the ground.
Yeah, no, if we go off air, it certainly won't be through, being cutting edge or controversial, because people are just turned off because it's too boring to listen to. But he was out for an hour.
Having a lunch break for an hour, and
I know,
always saying
yeah.
he's too busy.
I know, yeah.
It's interesting. Actually, on the subject of that, I noticed Dan here has emailed in. He says, I was listening to last week's show, and I think Karl has taken his job for granted. I'd love to swap with him for a week. My qualifications are that I can press play on a CD player and stop.
Carl, what do you think of that?
And it can come in next week, seriously.
Yeah. It says here...
Don't get ratty, Carl.
I'm
We're
not
just
being ratty. Dan, email me. You know my address. Email, it'll be sorted out. You can be here next week.
Dan suggested we could call it Karl Idol, where people audition each week, or perhaps Bone Idol.
I like that. Bone Idol.
Brilliant.
Have we got a monkey news, Carl?
Don't know if I can be bothered.
Play a record. Pretenders. Good.
Oh, dear.
On XFM 104.9. That's professionalism, isn't it?
Yeah, that is unbelievable. Ricky, I don't know if I can describe it really, the scene. You were going mental, you were shouting, you were really being quite an unpleasant character. But
Well,
wait, the mic's come on, Rick, and you're
Funny,
you're a
innit?
charmer.
Funny how people get annoyed.
Carl
certain
said
different
that we don't have to be here next week if Andrew gets annoyed. I went, this is entertainment. He pays us to entertain. We haven't done anything against the law yet, have we? Or offensive, or against the radio authority. Carl said crap, but I think we'll get away with that.
Yeah.
So what is there to worry about? Exactly.
Right, let's just draw a line under the beginning.
Yeah,
of
let's
the show,
start
guys.
again.
Seriously.
Come on.
Can we just
Come
hug
on.
and make up? Can we just have a big kiss?
Yeah, come on. No, don't do that. Just, Carl, what have we got?
What's on the list? We've done swearing. That's that sorted out.
Well, no, your point was more that weren't you interested in why swearing people find it offensive?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because that seems obvious to me.
Because you were saying yesterday that you never understood why people find it offensive, weren't
That's
you?
right.
Yeah.
But I know.
Well,
yeah,
carry on.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying to you, why you can't do it on the radio, because people find it offensive for some reason. I don't agree with it, but some people do.
Yeah.
I'm saying everyone swears.
Bleep it out, I would.
Well, this
Bleep it out. Bleep it out, that's my theory.
But you say that everyone swears. Not everyone does swear. I don't know why you've got this in your head that everyone swears.
I'm convinced everyone.
What? Everyone? Like, religious people, religious leaders?
Jesus, I bet Jesus swore.
Right, what's your evidence for that?
No, I'm just thinking, things are better now than they were back then, right?
Right.
He's wandering about in his sandals, getting pebbles stuck in there and stuff, and that's annoying. Nails in his hand, that must have hurt. What I'm saying is...
That's offensive.
No, it's not, though.
That's blasphemous.
No, but what I'm...
Don't laugh at the crucifixion. Play a record.
I'm not laughing at that, though.
That is terrible.
I'm just saying...
No, you can email in, if you want to complain. Carl.
Yeah?
.talkers@xfm.co.uk.
Wasn't offensive, though. I'm just saying it's a fact. When you stub your little toe, you let out a little effing and jeffing.
What do you think he is? Yes, an effing and jeffing. So the kind of ancient Hebrew version of effing and jeffing.
Ooh, I'm worried about this. This is naughty.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I'm worried about
When
this.
did you start swearing?
I started swearing at school.
Right.
I hope you haven't offended any Christians.
Right, there's a lad at my school, right, who got caught swearing. I got caught and I got...
When you say get caught, what was it? You were like behind the bike sheds having a swear.
Have you got any MFs? Yeah. No, I've only got one C left. It's from Dad's. Oh, come on, let's have a go on it. Let's say hunt.
Yeah.
Let me say the hunt.
Getting older kids to buy you some swearing.
No, look, just smoke it down to the car.
Yeah. So you're right there. You're behind the bike sheds having a swear.
Yeah.
And a teacher hears him say, the S word.
The S word.
The S word.
Yeah.
So, the way this teacher dealt with it, he said, right, it's not a clever word to use, and he tried to make him get sick of using it he had to write an essay using that word 300 times, right?
Yeah.
So
I would have loved that.
But that's just practice for a kid.
But that is like the father catching the kid with a cigar
and making him smoke.
Yeah. Doesn't work with heroin if you've got a young teenager who's jacked up for the first time.
Yeah.
It can be dangerous.
the funny thing is, though, right, his mum found his textbook,
Of course.
thought he was depressed and wanted to take him counselling because everything was S. he was writing down, this is...
And did it work? Did it wean him
Nah,
off?
did he?
Yeah.
The teacher, I mean, he disappeared. He got kicked out for hitting a kid on the head with a bit of wood. So
It wasn't you, was it? That was
Longview, further. That's great, that.
a good tune. Can
On
I just give a
XFM.
big shout out, Rick?
Go on.
To John Kay. He's listening online in Los Angeles, City of Angels.
Brilliant.
It's his first time listening to the show. Who knows what he's making of it? I wonder if we should explain what Carl is to him.
He's up early.
Well, he's got up apparently to record it, and then he's gone back to bed.
Oh, right. So
he'll
he's
be
listening to it
listening to
any
this
time. So, oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Carl,
Can you explain what he is?
well, he's a little bit of a grumpy, spoiled, lazy prat at the moment.
Oh, that's
but
fantastic.
usually he's quite a funny, nice, sort of genuine guy who's in awe of the world if it's furry and doesn't really care if it isn't. But,
Anyway, we're all one big happy family, you all right?
come on, Carl, attitude up. Happy. Happy. If we're happy, the listener is happy.
We were talking about schools, swearing, kids at school. I just remember at school, loads of my friends now are becoming teachers.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine what it must be like in an environment with kids. Because when we were at school, I mean, not particularly me, but lots of people in the class, and you'd all end up doing it, would just treat teachers like they weren't humans, like they were just creatures from another planet that were there to be tormented.
Because, yeah, it's a game, isn't it, to see how far you can wind someone up to distraction.
But
and most people grow out of that.
But is it because, not everyone, but especially if they've got a bit of cash in their pocket now, and a little bit of success, they tend to think that gives them license to treat people badly. It's terrible. But I remember there was a guy, this is such a terrible story, there was a teacher, he came in, and he was teaching us, and one kid, one of the hard nuts, he'd found out that this guy, he lived on his own, and he had a cat, and the cat got run over. And so we got in early, like everyone was in early, and before the teacher came in, and this kid drew a picture of a cat being run over by a car, in chalk, on the blackboard, a huge picture of it. And the teacher just came in, saw it, burst into tears, and ran out. And the thing is, that was like the beginning of term, so he could never get us back after that. There was never going to be any respect for him. It was just...
I know, yeah.
It's just like, I just remember now thinking about it, just thinking, I mean, at the time I remember thinking it was bad, but now it's just heartbreaking, it's devastating.
I know.
It's just
They just forget, they let their guard down a little bit.
Did you ever do the
get
one
them
where you
onto
just humming?
Yeah. And
He'd tell us to stop it, and then everyone would just...
we used to, there was one teacher, me and my mate used to go up to and just when we saw the other one, just sort of sniff him slightly, and then sort of like, so he goes, what? I go, nothing. And he'd walk away sniffing his armpit.
But those kind of mind games, it's like...
I know. Once, right, I was talking about this in the week actually, we had this, teacher, and he must have been sort of 60 then, right? And we're all about sort of like 12. We had to do French, you had to put your thing on the booth, and it was I've told you this, haven't I? Le chat est and all that, right? And répété, cats on the wall, right? He'd repeat it in French, and of course everyone was going F, C, just for fun. And he heard this, and he listened back to all of them, and he realised it goes, and he went mental. He went, I don't believe this! Do you know how much these cost? He was going mad, and he was going red and bursting, like Carl was earlier, and it was like, I can't stand this anymore. Anyway, he picked up an exercise book, he said, look at this exercise book! Look! And, I won't say the kid's name, he went, so-and-so, look, oh look, he's put, and I'll change his name, Smithers. He went, oh look, he's put Smithers in his shit. Oh, he goes, he's got Clever on this side. He's put Smithers in the London shit. That's good, right? And he went berserk. He went, oh look, he's drawn a picture of a penis with wings, and he's written underneath Dicky Bird. He went, is that clever? He went, do you want me to put a piece of paper up so you can come and write swear words and draw ladies' genitals all day? And I went, like that laughed. He went, I'm glad you think it's funny, Mr. Gervais. And he stormed out.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And did he ever come back?
No, but we put the bit of paper up for him and said, look what we've done, you sir. That's a fanny.
Yeah.
There's some knobs. Yeah.
Was it biology?
No, it was French.
Oh, French, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I just remember things like games like, there was some cupboards at the back of I think the maths class, and one kid just got in the cupboard before the teacher came, and then sat in there for 45 minutes, and just towards the end of the thing just came out.
Brilliant.
Just came out and just went, and sat down. And just things like that, which just kind of It's not. I don't know what it is. I don't know what. It's just an utter lack of respect.
I played a trick like that once in my first year at college. This is pathetic, right? We're on a hall of residence, right? And there was this woman, sort of middle-aged woman come around in a twin set, and I think she was from a bank where she was doing students can do a bank account, and she was coming up the corridor and she was not right, and so my mate got in my wardrobe in this little room. Right? Just sat there, she came in and I said, have you banked? I said, yeah, I banked. I said, okay, can I just do it? And there was a knock on the wardrobe, I went, come in. And he just came out and I went, alright, and he left. Right? And she just looked at me and I started laughing. I went, sorry. She went, you're not interested? I went, no. But it just fell flat. It fell flat.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Carl, a little bit happier now?
Yeah. I'm happy.
What have you done this week?
Doesn't bother me that.
What have you done this week?
Doesn't bother me that.
Carl, answer the question to the producer. What have you done this week?
A few things.
Oh, it's funny, right? Because when he's moaning about, I'd caught him out. He says he doesn't get a lunch break. He had over an hour, and then he went. I think he went quite early that night to get a hob that hadn't been delivered or something. So, and I said to, was it James Hyman? Was it? Wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
And I said, James, he's always complaining about working. Does he work hard? And he went, well, he doesn't work as hard as he used to. Play a record, Carl, will you?
Interesting.
I want to really hit the start button now. I might do it in a bit lazy.
I'm not saying you're lazy. I'm saying, like, maybe some people don't think you work as hard as you do. That's the way of the world. I'm not saying you don't work hard. Just reporting speech, really, on James Hyman. Calling him a liar. Play a record.
Can't be bothered.
Play a record, Carl.
I reckon we could do this all the way through, Billy Bragg.
Play a record. No, let's not ruin it. It's not Billy Bragg's fault.
No,
It's
not
the
that.
back
No. He's written some good tunes, old Billy Bragg.
Yes.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
Waiting for the great leap forward.
What station are we on?
XFM 104.9.
Yeah, with Karl Pilkington. Carl, what do you think of it so far?
What? Of what? This
You
today?
weren't up for it, and now it's turned out great, and are you a little bit happier?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
Good. Just talking earlier about teachers, weren't they? Have you got any amusing anecdotes about teachers or anything around that subject?
I didn't go to school that much.
Go on.
When I did, it was, I was telling Suzanne about it the other day how, she goes out with me now and she thinks I'm great. She's lucky what she's got. No, she's done well.
Yeah.
Right? But I was the sort of kid who she would have hated at school because I never had, like, a pen.
Oh, yeah, I know what the sort you are. Never a pencil case or any stuff.
I'd start off the term, I would, and have, like, a brand new carrier bag with my stuff in.
Brand new carrier bag, classy.
And,
well, you got to have somewhere to put the stuff you've nicked from Woolworths in, haven't you?
right, so that'd be there. But then by the time, like, a couple of weeks down, I'd put my pen down, I would have lost it, and then I'm sort of going around saying, can I borrow a pen?
You didn't try sticking it up your nose, it's not still lodged up there.
It's not, no. But the funny thing with, like, you were talking about teachers and stuff.
Were you disruptive? Were you a disruptive kid? Were you
Not
the sort of
really.
causing trouble?
No, not really. I was
No,
one
he
of
wouldn't
them.
cause trouble. He's terrified of the boss here, isn't he?
No, it's not that. It's just that, what's the point in winding people up? I find it quite annoying if people do that. So I don't wish it up on anyone else.
Why'd you wind Steve up then?
I don't wind him up.
You
I
do.
don't wind
You
him
have
up.
done, but no, come on, let's not argue. We were getting on well then. Come on, Carl.
And, like, the teachers, because I'd lived on this estate, right, loads of stuff used to get nicked and go missing and what have you.
Blackboards,
And
desks.
their way, like the telly and the
headmaster.
video
Oh, really?
and stuff like that, and the projector thing and all that. So the way they used to try and find it, right, my little conspiracy, because I'm good at them.
Yeah,
What they used to do is set your own work and say, right, draw like a bird's eye view of your house. Right? But draw everything you've got in your house in it as well. So if you've got anything in the loft, make sure you draw it.
Right. So kids would come in with overhead projectors.
Well, that was the idea,
Chalk,
I think, behind
Guns.
Yeah.
it. They were
And the aircraft guns in the shed.
So the picture you did for your home, presumably
got nothing from me.
nothing.
I didn't do it.
I'm not. He used to hand it in empty house. I'm not a grass.
yeah.
And nor the illegal immigrants living in the
Just a
kitchen.
picture of your Auntie Nora.
Yeah. What's that? Is that? Have you
Is that a
been
tennis ball?
stealing tennis balls?
Yeah.
No, that's not a split tennis ball. That's my
But what
auntie
about all
Nora's.
but what about all the stuff? What, didn't you have to draw all the stuff that your father had nicked? All this,
Listen, we're doing Songs of Phrase today, because Rockbusters has gone.
What songs of phrase again? I can't remember. I
Yeah,
think I've blanked it out.
Yeah.
When we do, something that's been said a few times on the show.
Right.
Right?
It's been said a few times. Fuck! I'm scared of Andrew Phillips. I
not
need my
scared of
job. Go on, sorry, you were speaking, Carl.
So we take a phrase from the show, right, and just get songs, like the words from the songs, edit them together so
Something
it says
like
that phrase. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, just go on. Sorry, go on, Carl. Come on.
So are we doing it?
Sorry, so what's the phrase you've come up with?
Phrase is no more cheeky freak of the week.
No more cheeky freak of the week. Is there not? We're not having that anymore.
Well, no, because it's offensive, and if we're worried about offending people, to talk about people with disabilities,
Well, yeah,
like,
but that's
like
what
conjoined
annoys me.
twins and women who are born with like deformed legs,
was
and you call
never-
them dog woman.
It
So
wasn't- it wasn't-
you know, you've got to be careful. You've already insulted Christ. Let's not do disability. Let's do songs of praise, shall
Cheeky
we?
freak of the week was never out to offend anyone.
No,
It was to make you
Nor swear,
realise
we
how
don't
lucky.
try and offend people. We try and entertain them.
Right, do you know the funny thing is? Right, you're saying about, being cruel about people and stuff. It goes on all the time. On the news the other night, do you know those Siamese twins that didn't make it through the operation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? And this is why I'm stopping it, because I don't want people to think we're having a go at disabled people and stuff, right? On the news, right,
Yes.
before that operation, the doctors said, we're going to try and sort this out. All the doctors are going to get their heads together. Is that a good phrase to use?
Yeah. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Carl, play a record.
No, I'm
Play a
just...
record.
Are you offended, Rick? Are you offended, Ricky Gervais?
You're the one that's
Yeah, but I'm saying, we're not out to offend anyone, yet it's always going on. People are always having a go.
entertain. Please don't bring it down. Play a record.
No. I hate him.
Darkness growing on me.
You love the darkness, don't you?
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to see them. They were doing a
I like their album as
HMV
well.
thing. Is it
People
good?
told me it's a bit too jokey or
Yeah.
a bit too tongue-in-cheek, but it isn't really. If you don't know that, it sounds great. It just sounds like sort of retro 70s rock. It's great. I think it's brilliant.
It's nice to have rock back. I think you'll agree.
But big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High five, man. High five.
Yeah. Sweet.
Sweet, Mick, sweet. Songs of Phrase. It's the mighty return of Songs of Phrase. No one has requested that. It's not due to public applause.
A lot of people have requested some swearing.
They have indeed. But
We had a lot of emails for that. But go on, Carl.
And remind us again what exactly Songs of Phrase is and why we should care.
It's just a phrase that we take from the show, make up by taking words out of a song, edited it together, right? The phrase that we're doing is no more cheeky freak of the week.
No more cheeky
It
freak.
sounds like this. Right, so...
No, that's nigh on impossible.
Play again.
You got
Play
to
again. I
email
didn't hear
in.
that.
You got to email in with all the songs that you can hear there, right? I think there's 5 songs.
And we
in
just want
total.
the names of the songs?
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
All right.
So we just hear it again?
All right.
Yeah,
It is good. It's probably one of the best you've done. It's very tricky, though. I mean...
that's not too tricky. Play it again.
How many have you got, do you think, Rick? Just...
Well, I've noticed the same person singing twice.
Is that right,
In a band and solo.
Yeah.
And I know one
I
track
think-
straight away from the word.
Can I just say, I do think naming the songs is a bit tricky. Let's just name the artists. Is that all right?
What's the artist?
Just the artists, just change the rules slightly.
Yeah.
Before we play it again, just let you know what the prizes are. We've got on DVD Later with Jules Holland Louder. Lots of the alternative acts he's had on there. A DVD, a couple of DVDs.
With
Rollins on there.
boogie piano over the top.
Let's hope so.
Brilliant. I can't
Mary
wait.
Trainer on there, Stereophonics. We've got Sonic Youth, Ash, Hole, Queens of the Stone Age, Foo Fighters. Quite good. Once again, Cruise of the Gods on DVD, starring Rob Brydon and Steve Coogan. That was on at Christmas. It's not bad.
It's not the same one. They haven't been sending that back. We've been giving out different ones each
We have
week.
indeed. This is an album just called quite simply I Love You.
Yeah.
And you'll be pleased because there's the likes of Mel C, Cliff Richard and the Hollies on there.
Brilliant.
Excellent. The best chill out album ever. We've got the Beach Boys on there, Elvis Costello, Pink Floyd, Coldplay. That's not bad. And this is the one that's most interesting, I think, the American Song Poem Anthology. I've not heard it yet, but apparently, I think what it is an anthology of recordings that were made apparently in, I think, maybe 50s or 60s America. There was a particular organisation, you could send in songs or lyrics that you'd written at home and they would send it to
right.
music and record it for you. And this is a compilation of them. So obviously there's some quite idiosyncratic and odd little things on there. I think it's probably worth a listen. So not bad prizes at all, Carl. Let's play it again.
Well, we've started that going.
Just the artists then. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Once more, Carl.
See, it's great.
Yeah, not bad at all. A little bit of Elbow. Nice to hear that again. This is the one Red. XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais.
Sure.
Elbow and Red. Good tune.
The old Spanish archer. Alright?
Yeah, Elbow. Oh, sorry, you've lost me. I wasn't listening.
Elbow. Alright?
Sony award-winning from Ricky Gervais.
Well, we're not allowed to do anything.
Sean's a bit
Andrew likes those sort of things.
Rick, I can tell you now that the answers to songs of phrase are quite literally dribbling in. I think there's 2, maybe 3 answers so far. So we're very excited about that. And we just had an email from Dan. He says, my Mrs. Lynn is pregnant and is 8 days overdue. Carl, could you offer any words of encouragement to coax the baby down the birth canal? I've sat Lynn only inches away from the speaker to allow optimum audio transfer to the uterus. What would you say to that child there, just to lure it out to the wide world, Carl?
I wouldn't rush out, to be honest.
Right.
It's not good, is it? Out here.
Sure.
And I don't really want to talk about kids either, because Suzanne's mate's just had one and now she wants one.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Please never bring a child into the world, Carl. Promise us that.
They just bore me. Have you seen, there's loads of people in the office who have got them now and they've all got baby pictures everywhere. And they're all like, isn't it nice looking? And it's like, no, it's not. They all look the same. Do you know what I mean?
All like Mel Smith.
Just,
Don't they?
but it's that theory, actually, right? Do you know how I've said before about babies, right?
Yeah.
But like little old people.
Yeah.
There was, no.
Another of the great theories.
No, the fact that, you know, you're born and you sort of, you know, you got no teeth, you got a little bald head, you can't control your bodily functions and that.
Sure.
Then you get to like
Sorry,
70.
you're describing yourself?
Yeah, I was to say, you've got a dangerous
No,
ground,
I'm
aren't
just
you?
saying, that's how you're born.
Yeah.
Then you get to about 70 or whatever.
Yeah.
All that starts to happen again, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, there was a story in America about, just backing this up again, 70-year-old fella,
70-year-old fella, okay.
little bald head,
Yeah.
right? Probably no teeth, and that,
Probably, yeah.
nappy and that, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Goes
It's
into,
not like 70-year-olds pop the old nappy on your 70th birthday, take your teeth out.
goes into an off-licence to get some beer, doesn't get served because they didn't think he was old enough.
Right. Okay. Right, okay.
Wait.
Carl's back.
Wait a minute,
No, I'm
sorry.
okay.
So they thought he was
Right,
a
okay,
giant
forget it.
baby that
Right.
had walked into an
Forget
off-licence.
it.
Weird, innit?
Steve, forget it.
Carl, please. I
Forget
need
it.
Carl to answer.
No, I mean, that's the story, but it's weird, isn't it? That's
It's
what
not
I'm
true.
saying, it just backed up
The
my
guy
theory
in an
again.
off-licence thought that a giant baby had waddled
A
into an
70-year-old
off-licence.
wrinkled baby in an overcoat, sucking Werther's Original, smoking a pipe and going, I can't believe it, the price is not the same as they were, right, was a small child.
Well,
Yeah, weird, isn't it? Play a record, you're an idiot.
well, what's happening with Songs of Phrase?
Forget it. Forget it,
No,
who
as
cares?
I say, the answers are dribbling in, and
Can we run this radio station for a week?
Yeah, but the thing is, if we genuinely wanted to do a good job at that, we'd have to fire ourselves straight away.
No, do you know what I mean, though? Just sort out the playlist, let DJs, you know what I mean? Sort out what can be said and what can't. Just for 1 week. Yeah, see if we can give it a bit of, shall we?
Well, what would you do?
I don't know, does the phrase pissing in the wind mean anything to you?
Well, I know, yeah. Well, are we going to even meet this week? Because it's, you know, we've wasted time pre-recording stuff that we can't put out. I don't know if it's
He's
worth...
still on that. He is still on it. I mean, to be honest, I've let it go, but he's still on it.
What else is on the list?
What list?
On the list, I said to you yesterday, let's sit down and have a chat.
I
Yeah.
thought I threw
What's
that away. I thought it was just a piece of crap.
You can't say crap. You're saying...
You should have bleeped that.
I know, why don't you believe that? Why don't we pre-record the whole show, then we only have to come in once? What do you think of that, Carl?
Whatever.
Carl.
Steve, what are
Carl.
you doing with
I
Songs of
seriously think
Phrase?
if we
Carl.
put out last week's show, would anyone know?
Carl.
Play a record. He's driving me mad
Carl.
now, Carl.
Carl.
Seriously, he's driving me mad.
Carl.
Press the button. Please.
Carl.
I'm sick of it.
Carl. Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. Stop. On XFM 104.9. I reckon we could run it for a week, just to do a few
Would you
little
want to
things.
bother though? I mean,
No, but I mean, just like, you know, have a look at the playlist a little bit. Get us some.
another phrase, polishing a turd. I mean, it's just another one that springs to mind.
You don't say that, Carl?
What, turd?
Yeah.
I think so, that's
Well, you
alright.
said it, so you're the producer.
Yeah, that's alright.
Alright?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I got it together. Capital.
Oh, no, that's a classic station.
I came in the week to just check
Karl out if he was here. He wasn't. He was out for about an hour or so. And I heard in the lift, I don't know what DJ it was on, he just went and he was talking about that little girl, Summer, who went missing, but then she was just found reading a book. And I swear, right, I swear, he went, and there's a lovely picture of her there, just reading a book. So, what a happy ending. It's a shame they don't all end like that.
Oh, God.
And he played a record.
What's his point?
Unbelievable.
What's that?
I don't know.
It's those people who think that they're being a little bit philosophical, but profound.
And then just everyone goes,
Thanks very much.
oh. Yeah.
I noticed in the story of Summer, the little girl that went missing, I don't know if you read that it mentioned her family. Now, it mentioned the father of the house. I don't know if it's her father or certainly the guy, the parent, the male parent. And it was something like, I think I don't want to, libel him, but it was something like Paul, 24, and he's a graphic designer, recently changed his name to Dragon. I just wonder what exactly is that? How is he, the family is that, really?
Yeah.
I don't want to...
I'm always a little bit worried about people who change their name
adults,
to something to really, really cool.
Yeah.
Because, Kevin Smethurst isn't, it's not sexy enough.
Exactly.
So I call myself Clint Iron.
Yeah.
What would you call yourself? Karl Pilkington, nothing wrong with that. It's quite a superhero's name. It's Pilkington.
When I was about 7, I wanted to be called Brett.
Yes. I can see why.
I don't know, I just had a mate who was called Brett, and I thought, that sounds good, it's different.
Yeah.
But then, I'm quite happy with my name now.
Because Karl, I have to say, where does that come from, Karl? Because it's quite a rare name.
I told you, didn't I? My mum had a dream.
I forget this. What? Your mother had a dream?
She wasn't well, she had pneumonia or something, right?
Dear.
And, she had this dream while she was pregnant. That some doctor sort of, she was going off to another place, she was going to die or something, and this doctor went, I can sort this out, I know what to do here. And she remembers on his name badge, it said Karl.
Really?
So when she had me, she said, right.
Call him Karl.
Doctor, to come.
Calling Dr. Pilkington. Calling Dr. Pilkington.
She hoped, I imagine, that you'd grow up to be like him in every way. Saving lives.
I've done alright for myself, I think.
Sure.
I'm alright.
Yeah. This is what we were talking about, actually, weren't we? We were talking about the fact that you're quite proud of the fact that you've got no formal education, really. And yet you've pulled yourself up with the bootstraps.
Yeah, well, I know people who've got results and that, and don't do anything.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
They're on the street.
So I've used all my energy as I've got older rather than burning myself out as a kid.
Right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I don't know if that's advice.
Should we advise that to young kids out there?
Don't take exams, don't work at school, just, move away from Manchester and get a job on XFM.
They'll employ anyone.
Yeah, you get an hour's lunch break, you're away by 5:45.
You need no qualifications
and
to work for XFM.
because you don't have to think for yourself, because your boss tells you what to do, you can have some time off to go shopping for hobs and shower units.
He's alright, he's a good boss.
Yeah, I know.
He'll let me have next Saturday off. He knows how tired I am.
How many Saturdays has he had off? He's going away again. He's had 2 holidays. He gets 26 holidays, 6 days a year. 26 days a year. It's unbelievable. He was sick because he put on wet trousers.
Yeah.
And now you're going down to Hastings. Are you leaving early? Because you left early last time, didn't you?
No, I wouldn't do that again.
Now, what are you going to Hastings for?
Just having a break. Listen, though, we were talking about depressing news, right? And with that kid and what have you.
Yeah.
You see that thing in the week? There was 3 bits of depressing news, right? There was one, an old woman who swallowed a fork.
An old woman who swallowed a fork?
Yeah, did you see
She's
that?
dead, the dork.
An old woman swallowed a fork. So what did she swallowed a spoon?
Why did she? Yeah. Everyone knows she swallowed a spoon. When she swallowed a spoon.
What's her name? She swallowed a cockroach. Right.
Sorry, whoa, is this the old rhyme now?
Is this a rhyme that you've got slightly wrong?
No,
You've changed dog for fork.
This is the truth, is it? This is what you read?
Oh, no, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, never confuse the two. This is what you read on a spurious website
so
some mentalist
hang on, sorry,
emailed you.
just before you move on from that, there was an old woman who swallowed a cockroach.
Yeah.
And in order to get the cockroach out, she swallowed a fork?
It doesn't rhyme, but it's good.
She tries to get it out.
With a fork?
She went, what I forgot? I'm thinking she's in a kitchen.
Yeah.
That'll do. She grabs that, she tries to get it out, and she lets go of it. And it goes,
swallows a fork?
Yeah, it was in the paper.
The terrible thing was, it was a gardening fork. It was awful, you know.
What?
Or is that stupid? That'd be stupid if it was a gardening fork, wouldn't it?
I tell you what annoys me though with things like that.
Me?
'Cause in the paper, it was, well, you do, and everyone knows that. Honestly, no. Right? You do me head in. The way people say it must be great working with him. Must be brilliant.
No one
It's not,
says
it's a
that.
nightmare. It is a nightmare.
Get on with it. Go on
I
with
can't be bothered now. Let's just play a song.
Because I'm interested. I'm interested.
Yeah.
Seriously, I am.
Come
What was
back
the
after
story?
this.
No. Let me finish the story. Come on.
Long links.
I'll tell you in a bit.
I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting so angry.
Alright, I'm the player record of this. The Verve. And Lucky Man, that's for Karl, who is a lucky man. 2 hours every Saturday, yeah? Just a little bit of chat and laughter. Some great records. Alright? What are you going to Hastings for? Just to chill out?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Just chill out.
What specifically is in Hastings that's of interest to you? They having another battle?
Nothing, it's just cheap, isn't it? You can get a B&B for about 40 quid.
Sure.
The weather's good, so
Well, let's all go.
why not?
Yeah, why not? Do you want Ricky to come down with you?
Now.
Right, okay.
Now, you were going to tell us something before we started winding you up.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about the old man who was mistaken for a small child.
It was actually, the 70-year-old who they thought was underage.
Right, so then we got on to, right, so the old woman, I was saying, she ate a cockroach. Right?
She ate a cockroach, yes,
Yeah.
by mistake. How did she eat a cockroach? Why was there a
She was
cockroach?
cleaning up, she was cleaning up, it jumped in her mouth. Right.
So she immediately, the first thing she did was immediately grab a fork and plunge that down her throat.
Yeah.
Well, no, maybe not immediately. I mean, she tried other methods. She tried plastic spoons, her fingers, maybe washing it out, maybe going, oh, I nearly swallowed a cockroach. Did she try that one? Ugh, how horrible.
Right, so anyway, the fork went down,
Yes.
and it's got this picture in the paper of like the X-ray, and you can see the fork just like going across like that.
Yeah. Wow.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it was, well, the fork was in her abdomen, was it? In an X-ray?
Yeah.
Are you sure she swallowed it? Sure she didn't just say that to the doctor? Like, how did it get in there? And you got a fork inside
No,
you?
I know what you're getting at, because I remember years ago, do you know Dr. Steele?
Do I know
on,
Dr. Steele?
Yeah, on, he does, is
he
it
a superhero?
the one on, Richard and Judy?
Right. What's he, a psychiatrist or the
He
resident
just pops
doctor?
in and
Is
he's
that
got
the
a
sort of
problem.
like the suave sort of...
He's not that smart.
I know the one
He's
you
just,
mean, yeah,
just a normal doctor fella.
Sure.
And, yeah, this was like in the 90s, and, Richard and Judy said, we got the doctor in again today. We're looking at things that, have been inside people. And there's this one, right? Fella comes on, with an X-ray.
Yeah.
It's sat on a pint glass.
He
Well,
sat on a pint
Well,
glass.
Yeah.
that's what,
He hadn't had
that's what he
it.
said.
Sat on a pint glass.
I remember that story that was published about the bloke, and this is the excuse he gave to a doctor when he had to go and have something removed. It was a bottle of sort of HB sauce or something up his. What word can we say in case hand
So you
resistance?
don't need to, people know what you're saying.
Okay.
Right?
Rectum. Is that all right?
No, you didn't need to say it, but...
Well, no, he might as well. It's a medical term, isn't it? Doctors
Anyway.
say rectum, don't they?
Anyway.
So the doctor got it out, and the excuse he said he'd been shopping, been to Safeways, he brought his shopping home, and he popped the shopping on the front step, and he realised he's locked himself out. So he started to shimmy up the drain pipe, but his trousers and pants fell down while he was climbing, and he slipped and fell on the HB sauce bottle, right? And that was the note thing, right? And the doctor had put at the bottom on his notes, this would be somewhat more believable if Safeway sold their HP sauce with condoms already attached.
Wow. Well, I remember bizarre.
Why did he put a condom on it?
No idea.
To use it again on his chips. So he didn't just buy it to have a quick,
Yeah.
He thought, well, I don't want to waste HP sauce.
Sure.
I mean, I use it up the arse, then I put it on the chips.
Safe sauce. I always practice safe sauce. Always have safe sauce.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, universally speaking on XFM 104.9, Steve.
I'm just going to make every single one of our listeners shrug and kind of give a who cares look by saying that after the ads, Songs of Phrase answers.
We've still got Monkey News, haven't we?
Monkey News as well, yeah. You're supposed to say something that will keep people listening during the advert.
Should we bring back no, can't do Cheeky Figure of the Week. Play some ads.
Blackalicious and Deception on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Karl Pilkington, Steve Merchant.
Well,
we were talking just before the ads about. I think we're talking about objects being stuck up people's arses.
I think that was the
Someone
link,
can just confirm that.
It was objet d'art.
Objet d'art.
Arceus. Objet d'art.
Objet d'art. Which maybe that's a new feature. Objet d'art.
Objet d'art.
Using objects you stuck up your
French for stuffing stuff up your arse.
Yeah. But I remember when it's not really, it was just about objects and odd things in odd places. I used to work for a magazine when I lived in Bristol, and I remember the editor said to me once, he said, "Oh, we got half a page to fill. Do the usual. Phone up a hotel and ask them what the weirdest objects they've ever found left behind in a hotel room are." This was something they did every year. They just they would phone up the local hotel. And I found out, I can only remember 2 of them, but they have stuck in my mind. These were found, I think it was the Marriott Hotel in Bristol. Yeah. They were found by cleaners. A chicken.
A live chicken?
Yeah, a live chicken in a hotel room. And that was just left behind. And a false leg. I mean, I don't know who leaves behind a false leg. I mean, presumably you'd notice if you didn't have your false leg, because you'd be lying on the floor. But I just remember, well, yeah, I don't know where else you'd find those 2 objects, except perhaps Paul McCartney's farm. I've always thought to myself, who left behind a false leg?
Maybe the chicken pecked it off.
Yeah, well, possibly.
The person with it just went and goes, so much different, I keep falling over.
Yeah.
I don't know why, and where's my chicken?
Yeah.
She probably called later and said, did the cleaners find chicken and false leg? I'll check.
Yeah.
We haven't had them handed in.
Yeah. I don't know, we get a lot of chickens and false legs left behind.
What was it like?
Yeah.
It was just a wooden thing with a foot. Has it got a foot on the end? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we might have found it. It might be yours.
In pirate films, they always had the pirates would have the peg leg, which was just a piece of wood. There was no effort to make it look like a leg. I don't know why it didn't dawn on them then to make it look more like a leg. I mean, I don't know at what point. I quite like a big. Do
you know
I
why?
wouldn't really be that interested, but I'd be marginally interested to see the history of.
It was
peg
fashion
leg.
because they didn't wear long trousers then, so they all stopped at the knee. So why are you wearing long trousers? No reason. Let's have a look at your legs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's more embarrassing, you see, if you hide it. Yeah. It's like they had a hook.
Yeah.
Why didn't they have a glove?
A hook is never a good idea. It's not a practical enough thing.
It is if you're abseiling between 2 buildings in a hurry, because then you can just use it straight down the wire.
But a hook is such a grotesque thing. I mean,
I don't have a go on.
But I mean, there's no one except that weird guy who's up in North London who's still got a hook for a hand.
Well, I think it is useful. It's good. Well, no, it's good for carrying
bags.
Yeah, carrying shopping.
Do you think that was the concern of pirates?
Well,
then Tesco.
Well, they didn't have animatronic sort of stuff then, did they?
I know, but it's just so. I mean, it's just not very flattering, is it? A hook. I mean, Jane was at school with a kid who had lots of different things, like knife, fork, he could screw onto the end of it. That's brilliant. That is brilliant.
That's good.
That's almost as good as having a hand.
Yeah. For the canteen.
But at school, you'd be the coolest kid in school, surely.
Bit more frightening in the swimming pool. Or on a bouncy castle.
Yeah.
But yeah, for chopping up a bit of
I imagine him being banned from the bouncy castle at the fate. You can't let him on. Oi, hooky, get on. You're not welcome on here.
I'd like to apologise for some of the things said in today's show.
But what happened when he started asking girls out and stuff? I imagine he spent a lot of time with his hands behind his back.
Oh, God, with a sore spot on him one. Probably. And I can get out with this one.
Yeah.
Doctor, that's handy. There's a fella in Ward 2 that's got a shopping bag up his arse. Just pop it up there, pull it out, shopping intact. Done.
Anyway,
Hastings
soon. Rockbusters.
It's going to Hastings in 10 minutes, isn't you?
Can't wait.
He's looking forward to it. Lovely day. Lovely town. Nice little trip. Chill out, come back refreshed. Monday. Let's do some work. Ooh, you'll sleep tonight.
What does the boss want me to do?
He's done you there, Carl. I was letting it lie, and he comes back with that after we were getting on.
So, who's the winner?
Answers. Well, let's give us the answers first.
Right, well,
this was
how it sounded.
It wasn't Rockbusters, I'm calling it Rockbusters because they're all interchangeable in my mind.
Right, Paul McCartney, Cheeky Girls, Sugar Babes, Space and Beatles.
Okay. Brilliant. You've really, I mean, if you're not interested in it, Carl, seriously, mate. Anyway, we're going to give the prizes, which are pretty good this week, to James Waters from Colchester. Well done to him. He's got them pretty much right.
Where's Dickie Anderson?
Not heard from Dickie Anders for a long, long time.
Because I wanted to, if there's one show I'd wanted to hear, it's this one. Because we've pulled out some of the stops now, haven't we? He's excited because he's going away, so he's putting an extra bit of, come on, let's play a record.
Let's play a tune, then let's come out with Monkey News. We have some Monkey News to end with. He's excited.
Placebo in this picture on XFM 104.9. 8 minutes to go. Let's make it a good 8 minutes, and then we can all chill out. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Play the jingle.
Chimpanzee that Monkey News.
Excellent. A particularly aggressive jingle this week.
Wow.
Yeah, looking forward to this Monkey News.
Carl.
Right.
Come on.
So, what's her name?
What?
We've done.
Sorry, what?
Brilliant.
We've done a lot of monkeys who like got involved in crime and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. We had the one on the train station, nicking a bag.
Yeah.
We had the one who went
Don't
into a
remember that
bank.
Who cares?
Went into a bank and walked out with the money and stuff.
Yes.
Right.
Didn't happen either. Next.
But the thing is, you never sort of found out what happened to them. If they sort of got worse, got more involved into crime
Just
and
Monkey
stuff.
News update.
That would be amazing.
Brilliant.
What they found out in India is,
Yeah.
it's got a prison. It's just for monkeys.
You mean wild animals? You mean
a zoo?
Yeah, a zoo or a kennel or something that where it's been gone mental or something.
No, it's a prison.
Yeah,
Prison.
does it have fraud cases?
It's got. It's
Mainly sort of animals that are attacked things. Mainly violence, I bet. That's my
that and theft.
say it again.
Stuff. Theft.
Say it again.
Theft.
Say it again.
Robbing.
No, let's go back to that word. We're going to keep doing it. We've got 6
Robbing.
minutes. You're going to say the word right before you go to Hastings.
Well, do you say it?
No,
Well,
you
no,
say
because
it
then you know how to
first.
say it.
Well, all right. Robbing. Caught robbing.
Say it again, though.
So
Who's
anyway.
Robin? Who's Robin?
So they've got this prison. Right?
This is extraordinary.
Say it again.
No, you're not going to say it?
Oh, go on then.
So they got a prison for them, right? And there's 11 of them in there, 11 monkeys
Right.
that are in there for life. Because that's, I think there's one just got out on parole, right?
No time off
But
of
there's
the
11, I'll give you the bit of paper because I thought this was...
Weird.
Now,
You thought it was a bit weird.
Now, Carl, what are they in there for then? Because I mean, they're in there for life, so I'm assuming it's murder, is it? Premeditated murder? They're not crime bosses, are they? They're not.
Are they
the prostitution and gambling?
Are you sure they're not just the pawns and the head sort of like orangutans up a tree going, remember, you don't know me. You're on your own.
If I go down, you're all coming with me.
You take some of your gorillas down there and sort him out.
Oh, the great banana robbery.
It's not.
I wonder if they get them.
Right, go on then.
Okay, let me see. Now, I don't know what source this is, as ever.
Is it just the back of a fag packet found in a toilet?
Well, no, I mean, someone's clearly... If this is nonsense, then someone's clearly gone to a lot of effort, because it does open with the headline, Parole Unlikely for Inmates of Monkey Prison.
Yeah.
Officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail. Officials? Now, what kind of people work at a monkey jail? Where do you work? It says officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail are unlikely to ever be released. The prison in Patilia houses monkeys apprehended by game wardens in Punjab state for thieving and attacking people. The Daily Telegraph reports how the monkeys at the prison in Montebello snarl and glare at visitors from their heavily barred cages. 2 monkeys were released a year ago after exhibiting good behaviour for 18 months in the jail. They have remained out of trouble. Prison can work, that's good.
So
all
basically,
11 monkeys.
they were aggressive wild animals that were taken away from the public for their own good.
And robbing and that.
Wildlife officials believe part of the problem has been caused by thieves training monkeys to help them. Lorry drivers training monkeys as guards for vehicles, and itinerant entertainers using ill-treated monkeys as part of their act.
It's the monkey that takes the rap.
It's a shame, that, isn't it?
That is awful. They didn't know what they were doing, did they?
Oh, so there you go.
What do you think of that though, Carl? What would if you could visit them, like Lord Longford or something? What would you what would you say to them? You go there and you get a visit a week or something, you know.
So can you get us a video? Alright.
Do they get conjugal rights?
Do you reckon? You wouldn't be interested in that, though, would you?
They get what?
Would you be happy to give them their conjugal rights?
Yeah, would you?
Fair enough.
Alright.
Off to Hastings.
Off you
See
go.
you later.